My name is Shake Sula, the mic ruler, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to ya. Five locked and I'm all caught, rocking like a cop. Me while you're next, working out now. Why make the money, see? Me, why get the honey, she? Traveling in my car, living like a star. Ice on my fingers and my toes and I'm a toys. Check it, yeah. Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho and the girls wanna scream. Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho and the girls wanna scream. Aqua Teen roller boys. Number one in the hood, G. Y'all ready for this? My name is
Meatwad. I'm a beat blob. I'm an igloo. Alright, dog.
I'm straight. What? I got the beat. You mess with me, you get concrete feet.
Got jacked by the cops and shot potato tots. Busted the moon and ice was taking no rocks.
Let me know.
Fools.
Right a corner Fudge's
I'm spraying booties with my ice cream straw. Treat my hoes like a cop fan club.
Got a meat wide watch and a lemonade shake. The fries go with that, here come the jump break.
Aqua Teen won't never be canceled. Aqua Teen will be dismantled. Aqua Teen gonna be together. Aqua Teen gonna be forever.
Oh no, you didn't.
It's a groovy time for a movie time. So grab your gap and grab a seat. But don't forget to get something to eat. Delicious meat and nutritious meat.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat. Sucking on me is really neat.
Don't be a jerk and don't be a fool. Be a good neighbor and follow these rules. What are these rules? Remember to keep your shoes on at all times. Don't pull your penis out unless you really need to. Indecent exposure is a class 2 felony.
This is Michelle.
This is Ken.
This is Megan.
This is Mike.
And this is Rich. And this is
the
Manwich
Show.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I didn't say show afterwards. Oh, gosh.
Either did I.
Bing bang.
Oh, looks like we had a caller there for a moment.
Yeah, I accidentally hung up on him.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hanged
shucks.
up on him.
Yeah, he should be able to call back. He said he said that the lines where he's at, the prison that he's in.
Now let's get to about a little bit of the news.
I got a news one
Let's
real
do
quick.
That
I got real one.
cocaine. That cocaine
Oh,
shit.
the cocaine.
Oh yeah,
That-
the cocaine in the White
No.
House.
How many bags
The
was that?
Secret Service
Just one?
A nickel bag.
closed it. Closed the
Yeah,
investigation.
case closed.
Yeah,
Case closed.
it was
No suspects.
They
Don't know
couldn't-
who did it. They can't
no-
figure it
no-
out.
No human something on the plastic baggie. You know, like I said, you know, I wrote on Tucker's podcast that the guy must have wiped it off clean because he thought he was going to get caught. So there's 250 some people there, and he wiped it all off and dropped it. Nobody saw that. Nobody could see that.
Wasn't on camera.
You know?
It's interesting the way that it was pointed out. No human DNA.
Yeah, I know. A plastic bag.
So they found alien DNA.
No, they found the reptilian.
Yeah.
But that's real, you know. What the fuck, you know? You know they're covering up. You know, because a plastic bag, there's going to be fingerprints.
Because if
or
that
DNA.
were us,
Oh,
if
yeah.
that were one of us, and it was the White House,
we'd be already in
nabbed.
jail,
Absolutely.
convicted.
Oh, they know exactly when and where and how you had it and all that stuff.
Well, if you ever listen to
cameras-
Biden,
the
well,
cameras
if
tell
you ever listen to Biden talk, he was always saying that, you know, if you got caught even with a little bit, they wanted your life. They wanted everything. They take your home, your kids, your bank account. They want you to
No,
have
they
nothing.
said they found the suspect that had the cocaine in the White House.
No, that was his opinion of laws about
Oh.
cocaine.
When was
If
this?
you were
In his
caught.
early years as a politician?
Yeah, even all the way up into the later ones. But they, even before he was president,
So when you, okay.
they're very, very surprising. Some of
So
his
he was
past
he was strict on drugs.
Yeah, he was off for lock
Kinda
him
like a
up, take
zero
everything
policy.
away. Yeah, definitely zero policy. Definitely.
When he tried to confuse you with that baggie, though, it was found in the library, then it was found by the conference room, then it was found in the workers' area. You know,
I wonder if they just made it up.
you know, there's got to be a reason why they're covering it up. You know, it's a cover up.
Well,
You know, but could it be the Bidens or some other person that had access to all those rooms?
all those people are
Did
microdosing.
Hillary visit?
All those people are microdosing on something.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some shrooms.
They're just gonna say it's the cleaning person. They always blame it on the cleaning person.
Yeah.
I thought that's who found it.
I saw her. She had the mop in her hand and she bent over and it fell out of her pocket.
Windows clean?
I'm going to contact the FBI on that one.
You know it. You know it definitely wasn't Biden. Definitely wasn't Biden. Hunter Biden. You know, you gotta say it backwards because
I thought about doing Hunter Biden as the feature for this episode, and I was gonna. So it might be for like maybe next week or something. But I was gonna use the clip where he's with the prostitute. I don't know if it's in Russia.
Or he's sleeping in bed with that pipe in his mouth.
Yeah, like just that.
Yeah.
You guys
Fell
You
asleep with
guys
the
want
crack pipe.
No. You guys want to hear an interesting fact about Hunter?
Yes.
He has a big ass tattoo on his back of the Five Finger Lakes there in New York. Why would he do that?
Oh, the what?
The Five Finger Lakes
What's that?
in New York. It's a big spot in New York that's really known for human trafficking. So why would he do that? Why would he have something like that on his body? I just gotta ask.
Hey, remember that one movie? Remember that movie, Waterworld? And that one girl had that map on her back?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a map. It's saying, hey, look, this
There
is
you
where
go.
all the shit is.
There's the farm, the Barty farm, the pig farms out there.
There you go.
You heard all about that pig farm.
All the different kind of things. Here goes where the sub is. You can go to the different islands. You got different ones.
Yeah.
Different underwater things,
do
too.
your research a lot
All
of
kinds
that.
of weird stuff.
Oh, here's another thing.
Another
The
thing.
bird flu. The chickens,
Uh-oh.
right?
Uh-huh.
You killed millions and millions of fucking chickens. Had nothing to do with the bird flu. The chickens were dying off because of the fucking feed, the bird feed. The chickens weren't laying eggs. Only a couple here and there. So they had investigated and found out it was bird feed. All those chickens that they killed wasn't thrown in a big pit and that they're all clean and sent out to the markets.
Oh yeah.
Just like your jam. This really big. You know, you go to Walmart and you want a jar of jam, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at the date on it. Oh, that was just put out yesterday, so it's good. In the warehouse, you got big boxes of those, and you open it up and you stamp them right there. How long did that sit in the warehouse?
Oh yeah, probably years. Some of that stuff. Definitely enough for like, if you don't wipe the top of your cans, and it doesn't even matter anything that sits in a warehouse, and you're gonna open it like a soup can or your soda can, that's when you use the sanitizer wipey, and you wipe the top of that off because there's rats in them warehouses. Hell yeah, and people too. People are just as nasty as the rats sometimes.
That's a nasty moment.
You know, they get creative. That's for sure.
You hear about the controversy over at like McDonald's and Wendy's and Popeye about the French fries and how the medium weighs less than a small. Ripping people off, dude. You can't even trust anybody.
You can't even trust McDonald's.
Man.
Can't even trust McDonald's.
McDonald's, I remember when they had that pink slime.
Oh,
yeah.
Do they still have the pink slime?
Yes, they do. That's how. If you just Google to see how much of that percentage is actually
I'm not
beef.
comfortable eating anything where it's been comprised of, unless it's like a sausage, like a summer sausage, something comprised by many
different scraps.
by many different cows, not what you're thinking. Unless it's a sausage, I really don't want to eat them all.
How many sausages do you like?
You couldn't wait.
Preferably with a bun.
Oh, I see. A bottom.
Oh my God. So hey, did you guys hear about that serial killer?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one?
The one that the Long Beach serial killer finally was caught.
Oh, yes. I seen
How
something.
many, what's his kill count?
His kill count, I believe, was 10. I believe it was
over
10.
a span of what?
Over a span of, I think it said it was like 12 years in between.
Yeah.
Because he was killing them off on an average of like 2 years in between, something like that.
Well, then
It's been a bit since I watched one of those new ones too.
So what was his preference?
He liked the women, and he liked them with lighter colored eyes, blue or hazel. Yeah, some interesting things like I can't remember that lady's name. I think it was Shannon that was in that house, and she did all those drugs, and she was calling 911, and they had reported. I remember seeing on one of those specials that she had actually ran out of her pants into the swamp, and then fell face first and drowned. And that was the story. But then they actually added, I was reading in the Daily Mail today, they actually added that as one of the kills and said her neck was broken. And I was like...
So she managed to run.
Yeah, she was so scared. She ran out of her
with
pants.
a broken neck. But the neck killed her.
No, the first story was that she ran through the swamp and
broke her neck
terrified.
and just pulled out her face first in some water.
Yeah, that's what the end story was.
Could happen. Fall on your face, break your neck.
Well, they didn't even say she had her neck broken. The first time they said that she was scared crazy that she ran out of her pants and fell face first and drowned in a puddle of water. And now they said that her neck was broken. So just some inconsistencies I see there.
Inconsistencies.
You just have to check.
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
Just check the lungs and see if there's some water in there.
Well, the only reason I believe he hasn't killed in the last 13 years is because he was a suspect from early on.
I used to.
And they've been watching him this whole entire time. And
hold on, you're saying he took a 13-year hiatus?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Took a break, man.
Because the cops were up his ass the whole entire time, and they were just conveniently using it possibly for a cover story. So every time we see big news like this now, I never think to myself, oh, wow, that's amazing, because that serial killer shit, like I'm all over it. I'm like, oh, my God, who they get now? But it's kind of like the submarine thing. They were when the submarine collapsed and everything.
They knew stuff and didn't even bother.
Yeah, because
saying,
they were hiding the story of Hunter Biden and his cocaine escapade in the White House.
Okay. Oh.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from an inmate at
Mr.
Racine
Pulver?
Correctional Institution.
Is
Your
it Guy
account
Pulver?
balance is
Yeah.
29. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Over.
Message
Who got it?
1
No.
2 0 1 1 5 5 5 4
Oh
0.
yeah, now I remember.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
No, he's from Racine.
Hey, what's up, Pulver? Welcome to the Manwich Show. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great, man. I was flying an airplane, man. RC airplane, a small one, man. A P-51D. It was great, man. I was flying it all around.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Pulver. How's your day there?
It's doing pretty good.
You guys ate today yet? Imagine you guys probably ate already.
What's
hey?
that?
You guys, what'd you guys eat for supper today?
Yeah, Mike loves that food.
I miss it.
Eggs and sausage.
It's sausage. You were
Sausage?
just talking about it.
You were
I just told you,
my
Katie,
brother's
sausage.
just talking about he loves sausage.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you love it too, huh? So it's an inside thing between you and him, huh? I like the sausages.
Don't be saying nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah, stop,
Don't be
dude.
saying no like that.
What? Lady in the Tramp sausage? Yeah.
No. No, but anyways, check it out. So we were just talking about that Long Island serial killer getting caught. Did you hear about that today?
What's going on? What happened there?
Yeah, he got caught. Have you heard about that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Have you heard the story about behind it at all?
I didn't hear about it. No, what happened?
Oh, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, they finally caught him after 13 years of taking a break.
Wow,
Yeah,
13
take a
years.
break. Taking a break.
Say that again?
He took a 13-year break from killing people. He took a break.
You like the way
And then
she
they caught
sounds?
him.
You want to hear her again?
13-year break, and then they caught him. Then he caught him.
Yep. They caught
How
him.
long did he get?
They haven't put him to trial or anything yet. They just picked him up out of his home yesterday. Yeah.
Dang,
Hey.
13 years, hey?
Yeah. But you know what? I heard
13 years, huh?
I heard some prison news there in Racine, and I heard that they took down that movie Crazy Asians. Did you take that movie down?
There's been movies coming out on TV, yeah. There has been movies coming out on TV, yeah.
Yeah, they
A
took
lot of
out,
movies, yeah, on channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. But I don't watch them. So
oh, okay.
It sounds like you're telling me
every time I try to watch them, they always come on too late.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never heard shit like that before. Dude, are you pulling my leg, dude? You really got channels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It sounds like you're just fucking with me.
Yeah, they got channel 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, they do.
Wow.
Seriously, they do.
They say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hey, those are double digit. That might be a rated something. No.
Pulver, do you have a favorite show? Pulver, do you have a favorite show you'd like to watch?
Oh, I watch it. Lot of shows. I just watch TV to keep going. You know,
Dang, you know what,
on the
Pulver?
road.
Pulver.
On the road, I watch these shows on the road.
Do you watch?
I was
any-
always working on the road.
do you
I
watch?
never watch TV on the road.
Pulver, you got 2 chicks today talking to you.
It's a pair.
I'm special.
Yeah, we
You know.
want to know. We want to know what you got going on. Like,
Yeah, what's going on over there?
yeah. What's your favorite show? Do you watch the news? Like, you watching the news?
Oh, I watch Bones. I watch this. I watch movies on Bones. Movies on this. I watch wrestling. SmackDown. I watch ladies wrestling.
Oh, so you like
It's on
wrestling?
tonight.
You like wrestling, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like wrestling. I grew up with wrestling. I had back in the olden days, my dad always took the old guys to wrestle all the time.
in Jay Coliseum in Madison. I watch that in person all the time, so I always
Ask him
watch it
who
on
his
TV.
favorite wrestler is.
Oh,
Man.
I don't know nothing about no wrestling. So
Yeah, I know.
who's your favorite wrestler?
Who's my favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. There's
No, but who's your favorite one?
The one, number one.
Yeah,
the
who's
favorite
like
one
your
that-
guy?
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. He wrestles
Well, I
on
knew it was Hulk
I can't watch
Hogan.
him.
My wife is
I
taller
can't
than
watch him
Hulk
anymore
Hogan.
because he watches WWF wrestling. He ain't on SmackDown, but I can hear about him a lot. He's the ones I like. The ones I like on SmackDown is there's the Russos, Roman Reigns' cousins, and then there's what is it? What one was? I can't think of the other ones that are on there, but there's a bunch of them I like. I just watch it for something we're doing in TV. You know, I got a single song in there, so I know what we're talking to. I just watch TV.
Have you ever been to an in-person wrestling event?
Yeah. You know, I told all the olden days, my dad always took me to one at Jay Coliseum in Madison.
Did
When I was on the road.
Did you want to be a wrestler? Did you want to be one?
I do want to be one later on in the future, but I don't know if I could do it because I'd have to work out more than now because I haven't really worked out much at all, but I have to work out a lot to do it. But I would like to do it. Yeah, I would.
Hey, man. Hey, did you ever wrestle anybody?
Did I ever watch anybody wrestle?
Did you wrestle anyone? You ever wrestle, like grab somebody and just start wrestling them? Do you ever wrestle?
I wrestled with you.
You did? When?
With the Harvey wrestler. Harvey wrestled in the show one time.
Oh, you did? Did he win?
Yeah, Harvey won.
Listen, brother.
Yeah, Harvey won.
Did he fart?
Ask him about that. He won.
Is that how he won?
You want me? Should I tell him what happened? Should I tell him how it happened?
Tell us how it happened.
Man, so Pulver started pushing my chest, and he said, "Listen here, brother. This cell isn't big enough for the both of us."
That's when you first met him, huh? He was really hard.
He said, "You can't come in this cell, brother, unless you give me your coffee."
Hell no, Pulver is booking you up for your Morning Joe. Hell no. I would have wrestled him for that too.
That was a while ago. It was back. I don't know back when. What year was that, Harvey? Ask Harvey. I don't know. I can't remember.
We were in Washington.
You know, I'm 52 years old right now. I can't remember a lot of things that goes on. You know. I always forget. I got bad memory. I started drinking when I was 13 years old. Actually, I was 10 years old. I started drinking bad alcohol, so I can't remember a lot of things right now.
Hey, if we told you that we had Hulk Hogan on the line, would you like to speak to Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I would. Yes, I would.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I put together the greatest Hulkamania team of all time.
Yeah.
That's right.
He did it.
Oh, yeah, you're funny.
So did you hear what happened?
That made my day.
Hey, did you hear what happened in Oshkosh prison last week with the dishes being washed in a garbage can with a toilet bowl brush?
No, what happened?
Well, I just told you. That's what happened.
They were washing the prisoners. Well, they were washing all of the dishes. It didn't matter who. All of the dishes were washed with a dirty toilet bowl brush in a can that is a garbage can that people spit and throw actual garbage in.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guards thought it was funny till they found out that they were eating off the same poultry, off the same plate.
Oh my God.
Shit. Then they did something about it, but yeah.
That's fucking disgusting, man.
Yeah, that is, man.
Yeah.
Have an idea, then do that. An idea to do that is pretty disgusting.
Look at here, I got myself a chocolate chip on this one.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Oh my God. Oh.
That's pretty trippy, man.
Yeah, that last week the guy was talking about like how the route was where they had to pass the guard stand and everything with all this stuff, and nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen what happened. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's some weird things that were going on around here one day. They wanted to shut down the whole Ozaki because they couldn't find a spatula. So they had to go outside looking at all the garbage bags to find the spatula, and they finally found it in all the garbage bags. It was on top of a big pan full of peas. They finally found it, but they wanted to shut down the whole Ozaki to find it, but they didn't have to because a guy named Mike, he found it. There's sanitation. He found it outside.
Oh wow! Somebody wanted to flip some burgers out there on the sidewalk.
Heck no, I was chopping that shit up. You could do a lot with
You put
the
that spatula out there, didn't you?
No, I didn't do that. I was working. I didn't do that.
Hey, who
He was
framed Roger
looking-
Rabbit?
He was gonna find that spatula first. Fuck that shit.
You said it was on top.
I
Of,
didn't do
you
that.
said it was on top of a pan of peas.
Yeah, yep.
Why
Yep.
are they throwing
That's what
away
we did.
food though? Why are they throwing away all that food?
Yeah.
They always throw away food. They throw food away all the time. All the
Oh my
time.
gosh! You should tell them that that's a waste of food.
Like, what are they throwing away?
They waste more food than the prisons waste more food than anybody I've seen in my whole wide room. I never seen anybody waste so much food. A guy one day came in, a guy in his tray took off a banana and took the rest of the food away. Took a banana off his tray. He didn't like the meal, so he took the banana off the tray and threw the rest of the tray away in the garbage.
Over, you go back for seconds, right?
No.
Why not?
You can't do it.
What? Then you should let them know that you're throwing all this food away and I deserve seconds.
I'm hungry.
The only way you can get more food is if you work back there or if you sneak back in line.
Tell them
Sometimes I do it.
that you're starting to work out and you need to gain some muscle and you need more protein.
That's right. So you can
Yeah.
wrestle.
The only way you can do that is by canteen.
Hey, Pulver, tell them about the many moments when you snuck back in line.
Oh, that was Washington. You could do that in Washington. Really easy. Washington and one me and Javier on, you could do it really easy.
So what's
But some of you just don't get it.
So what were the trays that meant the most to sneak back in line for?
Yeah, what was the meal that was so
was it mock
terrific?
chicken leg? That would have been what I would want.
Spaghetti and meatballs, lasagna, pizza.
I know it wasn't the pizza.
Well, we want you to say it though.
Tacos. I like tacos a lot. I
Tacos.
do that for tacos a lot.
Hairy tacos?
Yeah. Yeah, I love tacos, yep. When I get out in the world, I'm going to make me a nice big huge steak on the grill. 7 more years. I got 7 more years.
Is that a long
You know what?
taco?
Hey, Pulver, why don't you let the viewers know, like, how many years you've done already? You already told us how many years you have
12
left.
and a half years.
You've done 12 and a half years.
I did 12 and a half years. I got 7 more years to go.
And you mind telling the viewers the first kind of prisons that you were in, leading up to the prison that you're in now?
I was in Dodge for 4 years. I was in Waupun for 1 year, and I've been here for 8.5 years.
Which one would you say was the best out of the 3 so far?
Oh, this is better than all. You can actually do stuff.
Or the other ones?
And Dodge, you can go outside much at all. In Waupun, you can go outside much at all. Here, you can go outside anytime you want. You can actually go outside. You can actually go outside. I go outside right now. I'll be outside till the lights come on right now if I want to. You're allowed to stay outside till lights come on.
So you live in Wisconsin? Like I know you're in Racine, but if you were released today, you would live in Wisconsin?
No, I live 4 hours away from here. I live in Portage, Wisconsin.
Portage?
Oh, Portage was okay.
Near Stevens Point
Yeah,
over
I live
there?
in Portage. That's close to Madison, close to Oshkosh. You know, I'm trying to go to Oshkosh because it's closer. I had PRC.
From Wisconsin.
I had PRC PRC this week, and I'm trying to go to Oshkosh. My social worker said I go to Oshkosh, and my PRC said I go to Oshkosh. But at that message, say the same thing, so I go to Oshkosh, do my program, and see my mom more often, then go home. As soon as I get my program done, 2030 of September, I'm out of here. I can go home.
So when's the last time you seen your mom?
Been a while, long while.
Well, give the viewers an idea of what a long while is.
It's been, I haven't seen her since maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
And that's because of
Maybe longer than
the. Why is that? Why would that be? Just for the. I know why, but why?
She's 78. She's 78 years old, and she don't drive this far. And my brother Scott, he ain't home right now. He's up way up north fishing. My sister, she's always working, and she can't even walk. I told her that you're not driving, Mom. Somebody can bring you. All you do is using your walker and walking to see me. But I don't know. I'm gonna try. She wants me to get to Oshkosh, so it's closer for her. I guess I don't know. I don't know. She makes a lot of excuses sometimes, but it ain't really excuses because she can't really walk because she's got diabetes and her legs are real big right now, and they swell up real big. So I guess they ain't excuses, but I guess I don't know. She can still use a walker to come and see me, but she doesn't want right now. She wants to learn to walk better, so she has to use the walker. She's stubborn. Yeah, that's the way she is.
Oh, she's 78.
She's going to walk. She's going to walk with all using the walker. And I said, if anybody want you to see your son, or you want to just not come at all? She goes, yeah, I want to come to see you, but I better walk than use my walker. But when is that going to be? I can be home before that can happen. She goes, no, that's not going to happen before you. That's not going to happen before you're home. You got 7 more years. Well, bah.
Prover, why they got you locked up? What are you facing?
Huh?
Why are you in jail? If I don't mind asking. Why do you get locked up?
Why I get locked up?
Yep.
It's a long story. I don't want to say it.
What are your charges?
Sexual assault.
Okay.
Yeah. Of my daughter.
Understandable.
And
well, I hope that you get to Oshkosh. Hopefully that works out in your favor and you get to see your mom. Up in the age there.
I was messed up when I did it. Monitored and recorded.
Drinking a lot of alcohol when I did it, and I was messed up. Now I lot better than I have been. I can ask anybody you want in here. I've straightened out a lot better, and my brain thinks a lot better, and I know I'm never going to do it again. My first time, my last time, I'm never going to be back up here again. I'll be 58 years old when I get old, and I got too much stuff going on. I got too much money in my discount. I got too much money that I'll have when I get old, and I'll just be living a good life. I'll be rich. I'll be basically rich when I get old.
You're going to come visit us, right?
You know how to play frisbee?
First thing I get your phone number. First thing I can see where you guys are at before I can visit you guys.
Yeah, we're in Milwaukee. We're like 3 hours from Oshkosh.
I know where Milwaukee's at.
Yeah.
I know where Milwaukee's at. I've been to Milwaukee before, but I'd have to have Harvey call me when I get home in 2030, and then if he's around, and then I'd have to have you guys.
Hey, Paul, you want to hear some? You want to hear some Hulk Hogan theme music before the call ends?
Oh,
Heck yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but until then, you call every Saturday to say hi to us.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You hear that every Saturday?
I call every Saturday. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like hearing
You
from
got
Paul.
you gotta have a pen pal write to me and send me a picture of a pen pal.
Oh my.
A girl.
we gotta do our Hulky thing. You do the Hulk thing?
You ready?
Yeah.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute. Let's go.
We got 1 minute remaining.
Let's do it.
So.
Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's what's right. Fight for your life. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside,
You hear that, brother?
you gotta take a stand. It don't have to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man. I can't let it slide. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
You still there,
That was
Culver?
cool.
All right. That's
You're
your,
welcome.
It's your blessing, man. Let it lift you up today. And go whoop everybody in the unit.
I think he's gone.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter
Yeah.
Biden.
No. Back to the news.
Back to the serial killer. I was
So,
going to pull that
yeah.
up.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should pull that
I
up.
think we should talk about the
Hey.
Harley Davidson's 120th anniversary.
Not a
I don't know.
bite.
I don't know.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, yay.
They even got
They
mopads
fucked
in
up.
there.
No, fuck that. I don't want to talk about them. They fucked up all of Layton. It's impossible to move anywhere around up and down that area.
Yep.
Yeah, it's horrible. And you know what? It leaks off of Layton down 27th Street and just creeps all the way all around. It's just like
Yeah,
horrible.
They're all over the place.
They had over on,
Yeah,
on
I don't
59th
like.
Street.
I'm not saying anything
Wow.
about the Harleys, like anything negative about them. They're just hogging up the streets. That's all.
Literally.
Literally, oinking it up, man. They're oinking
They
it
should
up
be
out there.
pushing them things down the street. They make so much noise.
No, I love that they have noise because then I know there's
Yeah,
that
but
little
when I'm
tiny
walking
things
down the
next to
street,
me.
my body
Yeah.
doesn't have to vibrate.
I know. I wonder that little thing is next to
Oh,
me.
they're so loud. Baby kitty. My little kitty was outside. Your phone's ringing.
Oh.
And she was outside.
Hello,
and
you
got
have a
so
prepaid
scared.
call from
Thomas Allen.
an inmate at Racine Correctional Institution. Your account balance is
Did I hang up on him?
$28.21. All calls
Let 'em
other
know
than
that was an
properly
accident.
placed
I'm
attorney
going
calls
to,
may be
for sure.
monitored and recorded. Message 12011555540. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Welcome back to the Manwich Show. This is Megan.
This is Michael.
Hello,
This is Rich.
There's Michelle.
Bama.
This is Ken,
Hey, Bama.
baby.
Alabama.
So we were just getting ready to start digging in some news here, and we were talking about the Long Island serial killer.
Oh,
Have you
here's
have you heard anything about it?
I
Oh, you
guess.
talking about the guy that real tall, big ass dude that they just took down
Yeah, dude. He
over
must.
the weekend?
Dude, he must be like 7 feet tall.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
dude. That dude made them
He-
cops look like little boys, man.
Who's that?
Yes, that guy they took down. That I forgot to mention that part. We would have seen it when we
Wow.
pulled up the article.
Yeah, pull that baby up.
Yeah, I'm surprised to let that slip. Yeah, he's a gentle giant architect. Mm-hmm.
That's what the serial
All the
killer's an
girls he killed were
architect.
in their
Yeah,
20s.
he's an architect. What was that?
Did you hear me? All the girls he killed were in their 20s. It ain't like they had a chance in hell against that damn 7 foot tall Amazon dude.
Hey. I'm 1 inch under him. So let's not talk about height. Sensitive situation
You're
there.
6'11"?
I'm 6'9".
Megan's the second tallest woman in Wisconsin.
Who's the
I love
tallest?
saying that.
Megan's the
Who
tallest.
cares?
The other girl, she's
Are you on
Who cares?
Facebook?
No, just kidding.
I mean, are you like do they
No.
have you no, they don't have like a
No.
chart?
No, they already got like world record stuff
There
going
was a
on
chick
there.
in West Bend.
yeah, but I know you guys went someplace.
There was a chick in West Bend that
because-
was taller.
By how
Yeah.
much?
I mean, shorter.
I think she was like 7'2".
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a different girl.
And I looked up online because I was like, I'm taller
Yeah,
than
but I
them.
could have sworn you guys went somewhere and that's how you found that out.
Online.
Mm.
Google's everything.
Yeah. That was pretty interesting.
So they
fast
said,
fact.
what? 3 he killed. They're looking at the 4th one, and he said there might be 10 others. 10 other bodies they found up and down that.
10 bodies up and down the Long Island in burlap bags.
So 13 bodies.
Well, one of them was
But
a
then they were
child.
like saying, yeah, but World News said that
because I watch ABC World News with David Muir every day religiously
Mm-hmm.
because of Ukraine. But they said that a lot of them other 10 bodies that they found, the MO is not the same, but they're still going to look into it.
Well, they should, because what happens is, what I believe, especially from watching a lot of those shows and stuff, not from personal experience, of course, but these people, they discover like what's their best method of killing. You know, they might start off with a stabbing and be like, oh my God, this is too fucking messy. I'm making too much of a mess. So then they strangle, but then that takes so long with their bare hands. So they come back with something else. And maybe that wasn't gratifying enough. So they come back with a bat. And you know what I mean? If you look at Ted Bundy, he had an MO, but he didn't use a crowbar every time. He used his arm. He used that fake cast. He used his crutch. He used anything within reach. So to say that somebody's
he used a log too.
Yeah. So it isn't like.
Well, he was.
So when it comes to MO and using the same thing or having the same method, that stuff can change up. So, but yeah, they've been looking at him for 13 years.
He was wrapping up the bodies in burlap.
Yeah, at first
His bodies that he was killing, he was wrapping them up in burlap.
Yeah, he's putting them all in burlap bags.
So itchy.
Well, because that whole area is known for its fishing, so it's very easy to get a hold of those. Those are crabber bags. Put the crab and stuff in it, so it's easy to get a hold of.
Yeah,
I mean,
I see,
actually, it's like a dime a dozen.
It's like anywhere, just
It's like
there.
grabbing an ear of corn in Wisconsin, or maybe even Iowa, or where we got a bunch of corn, and just throwing the cob around and saying, yeah, there it is. Like the same thing.
I'm going to go over here and visit the corn.
Yeah.
Just pretend I'm a deer. 1, 2, 3, 4 for me.
Stupid.
Oh, what? Don't you like the sweet corn at the end of the year?
Makes him woke.
They had another.
They had another what?
They had another.
Stop it. Shut up, you cis male.
Go ahead, just speak over
They had
him.
another dude that was shot up a bunch of people on World News. I forgot about where it was. Where he shot up people, and now they're trying to look for him.
Is it that one kid and he had a helmet on? He got all shut up. Or was it the guy that went to the wrong place? Or was it the same guy? I don't remember, man. But I heard there was
Wait.
somebody.
That
with
was
a
today?
helmet. A couple of days ago or a week ago. Somebody looked like a kid. A younger guy. Maybe I'm wrong, but he had a helmet on his head. But he got shot up. He went to the wrong place. He started trying to shoot people and he got shot up. And there was somebody else got shot. I get mixed up. There's so many shootings, man. There's
People
so
have
many
lost their shit.
Yeah, it's getting
People just wanna
ridiculous,
shoot
man.
and shoot, man. It's like you could have just kept walking and everything would have been just fine, but you had to just turn around and come back.
Yeah, I wonder how.
That's got to be the most bitch ass thing somebody can do, man. Just come out and just either start stabbing people or shooting them. I think shooting people is the most bitch ass shit, man.
Oh yeah, check out that guy.
Because you don't have to get up.
Scooter.
You don't have to get up. You don't have to get up close to them. All you have to do is just start shooting.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
I mean, if you hate the world that much, just shoot your damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that guy, like you were just talking about, that guy that was shooting up on his scooter, shooting up those people going to church, and they shot that 86-year-old guy.
Yeah, it's like what the hell?
Yeah,
man?
but there's so many people shooting people nowadays, man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's just so stupid, man.
It was all mad and angry. Instead of taking out your anger, dude, use that anger to better yourself, man. Because then you got that waste of energy. It is all that anger shit like that.
I'll better
fucking it
myself. I'll find a different way to kill somebody.
Yeah, if that makes you happy.
Yeah, see, that's what, you know.
Hey.
Yeah, that is their mantra. If it makes you happy,
Yeah.
hell
me
no.
happy.
Dude, stop. Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
he called me Wook, and now here we are, cis male. We're trying to be so dominating. This is all your culture is.
Damn.
Heck
Well, that's
no.
just some pure hate, man. I mean, to go out there and just go down the road and just start shooting random people, strangers that you don't even know, man. That's
Yeah.
some pure hate.
That's messed up. A stranger. I mean, geez, wouldn't you want to get mad and take it out on somebody that's just a real asshole that you just
How
don't
about a
like,
real
that's
piece of shit?
Yeah, real piece of shit. Take that, get that fucker.
Someone who can defend themselves.
Somebody that was punking your ass. Now
Go
you
to
can
the
get
gym
rid
and
of
pick a fist fight with somebody. There you go. There you go. Go
He's
to
like,
a gym.
it's my first day working out. That's the guy probably you'd pick, huh?
Yeah, the Anatoly guy. The Anatoly powerlifter guy. Oh, fuck around. I don't know if you guys seen him. He's a powerlifter. He looks like about the size of my dad over here. Looks like he's got no muscle, and he just picks up these guys are real big, and they're picking up these huge weights and mega pounds and shit. And he just goes, I clean the floor, I clean up around you. And he comes with
I
his
caught
mop.
that. I have caught that.
Yeah.
He acts like a janitor.
Yeah, he acts like a janitor, and he
Yeah,
picks up
I
with
saw
one
that, yeah.
hand, and he just walks all like it's nothing. They look at him like, the fuck just happened? And they try to touch his little arms, and then when he opens up that his janitor suit, and you just see that stomach on him. I know I could do a whole load of clothes on him, easy.
Wow.
Yeah, that
You're saying it's
washboard
just
he's
in his
got there.
abs? Or you're saying
He's-
he's able to
how
do
old
that
is
because
he?
of his
Well,
abs?
his arms too, but
How old is
like
he?
his abs are just like phenomenal, and they show him doing like little workouts where he's like on his back and he's doing like a bicycle move, and he's doing this with his arms, and it's like it looks ridiculous. But I got on the ground and did it, and I was like, holy shit! Yeah.
He does the bicycle move
You know,
on his
the
back.
thing I heard.
Yeah,
gallon
while
of
he's
milk
doing-
real easy after
while
that.
he's doing
she grabbed
these,
a gallon of milk, and it was
And
like,
then he
wow.
it does the bicycle thing with his feet. You do that. You get such a powerful workout on your stomach area there. Yeah, I was
Core
busy
strong.
looking. Why? You know,
Hey.
just like it takes me forever to watch a show sometimes because I stop. I got to Google what they say. Yeah, Alabama.
Hey,
Mhm.
do you know what the saddest thing I heard about here in Wisconsin? There was a cop. I think he had done like 3 or 4 tours in war and survived that shit. And he came back here and he became a Kenosha police or some police here in Wisconsin, man. And he went to serve a fucking warrant, and some fucking bitch ass motherfucker shot a damn gun on the inside of the house, shot it through the front door, and hit dude right in the damn chest and killed him instantly. I mean, he survived 3 or 4 wars, man. And he came back here. He's a veteran, and he got on the police force, and he went to serve a simple warrant, and dude shot a damn bullet through the fucking door, hit him right in the chest, and killed him. That's some crazy ass shit, man.
Yeah, people are not
You
expendable.
don't remember that?
Yeah, there was a
You
female
don't remember that?
out of the bathroom.
They had a funeral.
Yeah, in the bathroom. That guy shot from the bathroom area, and he had his girlfriend in there
In the bathtub?
and was gonna, hold her in front of him to go out,
A human shield.
So another police officer came in, I guess, and everything cut loose right there. They got him. Yeah, that he tried to say he thought it was somebody breaking in because the cops didn't identify themselves. That's a long time ago. That happened 2 or 3 years ago.
You said a long time ago. 2-3 years ago is not a long time. Not a
To
long
me-
time.
to me,
No.
it's a long time.
10 years or more is a long time. That's a long time. Now that's a long time. But anything that's 2 and 3 years, that should still be fresh in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trust me.
Fucking 9.5 years I've been in here went by quick.
How
9.5 years went by quick in here, man.
How much longer do you have, Alabama?
They gave me 20 years for my first time in fucking prison on something they can never fucking prove. 20 fucking years. When they give every fucking body else fucking 10 years for the first time in damn prison.
Yeah, but you're not from there. You're from Alabama.
Now, that's some bitch ass shit right there.
They know how them Alabama people are. How many years you got to go yet?
Fuckers, man.
How many years you got to
Huh?
go? How many years you got
11.
left?
11.
They gave me a total of 35 years, 20 in and 15 out. My first time in fucking prison.
15, no?
No witnesses, no DNA, no fucking nothing to constitute a crime scene. Just words spit in the fucking air, and they give me 35 fucking years total.
20, Dad. 20
All
in
because I was a poor motherfucker and couldn't afford a fucking real goddamn out-of-state
and
attorney.
15 out.
Because none of these
That's a
goddamn motherfuckers here in this state, they work for the fucking state. Even if you pay for one, you got to at least pay $50,000 to a fucking Wisconsin fucking attorney. for him to even turn on goddamn due process.
Yeah.
I know guys in here, they said they paid $30,000, $20,000, and got screwed over by fucking personal attorneys here in Wisconsin. You got to at least pay $50,000, $25,000 goes to the goddamn judge, and $25,000 goes to the fucking
All calls
attorney.
other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Oh boy. What happened there?
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Richard Harris,
an inmate at us. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Message 12011555540. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hi,
Oh,
it's
that was
Megan. Welcome to the Manwich Show.
Well, this is Richard coming to you from Oshkosh Correctional.
Hello, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you on the show.
And that's how you introduce yourself. I love it. I love it.
Okay, how y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
That's right. I wanted some donuts, but I don't like donuts.
We were busy talking about the serial killer that was just caught, the Long Island serial killer. Have you heard of it?
No, you talk. Oh, yeah. No, I apologize. Yes, I do. I did see a brief thing on the World News. They had the big guy in handcuffs or whatever. It's definitely weird.
Shit, dude, eh?
Yeah. You know what? I
I
find so strange about it. You know what? Yeah, pull it up. Pull up a picture. You know you want to, and I'll talk about something in between. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah.
So what's going on, Richard, man? What's going on? Tell us any latest update?
I got that email. I got the email for you, and I got the photocopies and stuff like that done. I started the motion so I can get one. Well, let me back up a little bit. I'm starting the motion to make sure that I get it done correctly for you, so that way when I do send it, finally get it out to you, it'll be a straightforward boilerplate request and understanding, so that way you could use it or help anybody else that can help use it too.
Yeah, that's going to be the intention because you know yourself, there's so many guys in there that, hold on. There's so many guys in there that don't know about it. They don't know that they...
Well, it's not that they necessarily don't know about it. Even if they did,
it's
they
legendary.
really pulled a
Listen,
tricky
it's
scenario.
like check it out. It's like a legend. Like for decades, like, okay, I've been in and out of like probation for like since the 90s when I was a juvenile.
Right.
And, you know, I would always hear people talk about that and saying they're going to do it. And it's like as if this is the year they're going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to they're going to day for day.
Yeah.
And I mean, how, like, from what you said, now they finally have done it.
Well, that's...
And there's people that don't know. From my understanding, there's people that don't know. They don't know what statute or... Yeah, I mean, you know yourself, there's guys that don't know how to do a motion. They don't.
Well, so you understand, they did do it and didn't do it. It's an oxymoron statement, and I apologize for that. But I think it's very important that you guys understand that it's the way they worded it and the way they did it it's a shit show. You know, it's going to take a little bit more time of people winning because now you have to apply to your judge. And if you got a judge that's a cranky, just like I don't care what the governor put in. I don't care. You're not getting it. And then you have to go backwards and go up, up the ladder, a couple years down the line if you really want it bad enough and make the Supreme Court go, no, this is a state law passed by our governor of this state. So you have to do this. It's written. I know a lot of people are going to go, no, that's not how it works. The law says you have to follow it. Well, if that was the case, I wouldn't be incarcerated and a lot of other things wouldn't be happening either. But since we're past all that, people have to understand the way Tony Evers got this law in is it was kind of a crapshoot. He made sure that it's a day-for-day scenario. It's for it's for people who've been on probation and whatnot. And it's called Bill 70, and it goes down the line. But he didn't make it retroactive. The right thing would to have been done, since he claims to be this, person who wants to correct the legal system and the DOC and all, and all this stuff. That would have been the best way to do it. Okay, so these people have already done this, so
But then they would have had to hire, thousands of people to try to go back and get everybody's time corrected. So they left it as if it's your responsibility to know the law, and it's your responsibility to get it put in.
I know that model that you just said right there. That is their approach to anything is that it's your responsibility to know the law. You've seen how thick that Georgetown law book is. And the one that I think they even have from Harvard.
Well, a lot of people do. The Georgetown is really good. Kurt Russell, or it's KURTRUESELL, or Therese Russell. I don't know. He's got a really good 2254 book under the habeas and stuff on Wisconsin laws that have been won, and a lot of other state stuff that's really useful. I've been studying it for 13 and a half years, and. I'm only specialty in the very few things, and I can tell you what, it just keeps changing. And sometimes the law, the way Wisconsin has it, they've got laws that make no sense that get rid of another law. Like if you have like the hearsay law. So state of Wisconsin here, it has one. You can go to court and you're supposed to have a preliminary hearing. At the preliminary hearing, the law says, and it's clear as day, you must have some kind of evidence, to be able to proceed further. Wisconsin got rid of that then by putting in the hearsay law. So all somebody has to do is say, yep, I saw him. That's hearsay. And the case proceeds past,
Hey, let me ask you this.
There's no way to win it.
So you're saying that a judge doesn't have to honor it?
No. And that's...
So, dude, the judge, so it's like, yes, it is a scary part because you're going to have prejudiced judges. Now, I'm not talking about prejudice like racist. That there's a difference between some people don't.
Understand.
So you could have prejudiced judges. They could be like, "Oh, you're in here for drugs. My son died from a druggie or whatever. Oh, you're in here for drunk driving. My daughter died. My uncle, my dad, whoever. Oh, I know somebody.
Yep.
This happened to it because of a drunk driver. You're in here for sexual assault. Oh, everybody in the community. Yep.
Right.
Wow, that's really doing nothing. That's like doing absolutely nothing. That should have been a law.
Problem, the laws need to be more.
That's a statute.
More
Hold on,
articulated.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That's a statute.
Yeah, it's a law now. It's called Bill 70, just passed by Evers back in July, I guess, and it wasn't announced. It is.
Because people are going to want to.
Yeah. He didn't announce it. He just put it on the books because by law that's all they have to do. It wasn't like a big change in how old you got to be to drink or anything like that or smoking. It's just another law he threw in to appease, some Republicans and some Democrats, whatever, and that's what he did. And instead of correcting the whole problem, he said this will help. No, how does it help? I don't know if anybody realizes this or not, and this is not me being an arrogant asshole, so if anybody takes this way, I wholeheartedly apologize. But please, for the love of God, look around. Our education system has went out the fucking window. There is not one person who even hardly knows how to do anything anymore. Everybody's got their hand out, and they think that, they don't have to work, or they don't even want to learn how to work, or they want to do anything, or people can't read. They can't, you've got all these problems that are going on, you know what I mean? And it's like, listen, it starts at school.
Yeah, it does. You're exactly right. I have two kids that one is going into high school and one's going into middle school. And I'll tell you right now, the one that just got out of middle school this year, he failed every year. Why are we passing our children along? How do you know they know anything?
Right. Man, where I come from, I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 in a minute. Let me tell you something. Where I come from, you had to pass, or your ass was going to be held back, and you'd be the older kid in the lower grade looking like a dumbass. So it made you want to fucking graduate, go further. Now they just pass you on to the next test, but they're not teaching you fundamentals. I understand that there's a learning curve for some things, you know what I mean? And I totally get that. Not every kid is as smart as the others. I totally get that. But you know what?
That's what special ed's for.
Well, that's true too. But I think that, and I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm not trying to cut you up, and I agree with that too. But I think that the school system needs to have teachers who actually want to try and help all of the students instead of just the few gifted, And I think, you don't just pick out the ones that are smart and you can ride through with them. Like, oh yeah, he gave me a bunch of bad apples and he's here to pass through. You got to sit down and give them one-on-one time. Make the ability to be able to help these kids learn to read and write, and then give them something to want to do.
Right.
I don't know.
When you have 30 plus kids in your classroom, it's really hard for these teachers to even get one-on-one with this generation.
I agree.
Other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
My second oldest daughter is a tutor, and she gets paid more than she gets actually paid to work at her part-time job. And I can tell you what, she goes and helps every single kid that she can. I mean, she's amazingly smart, and she's amazing, for the time that she puts in. I can't begin to tell you, how proud I am of her. And it's one of these situations where, you've got all these kids where they just don't, they don't have the ability to think because they're so far. I mean, I don't know if it's a generationally taught thing or whatever, but it's my opinion. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but that's, holy Christ, the school systems are out of control.
No, we're right with you on that one. I mean, I even gone as far as limiting my children's time on the Xbox because it's like, when are you going to go outside? It's summertime out, and we have a pool in our backyard. No one swam in it. I'm wasting my money.
Look, I mean, I grew up in the Coleco and the Nintendo and Atari and and all that crap.
But those games ended.
I get it. Okay.
Those games ended. They had an ending.
They
had an ending. You had like 3 or 4 lives, and then you were dead. And you're like, let's go find some friends. Now, you don't even die. You just get respawned. Respawn. Here, give me some money so you can have this armor. Here, give me some money so you can have this gun. Holy crap.
I mean, I grew up with the philosophy of the car wash, the Kool-Aid stand, the mowing the grass, I mean, the shoveling in the wintertime. My old man was like, I don't have a problem with giving you an allowance, but here, get your ass out there. There are plenty of homes out here. You know what I mean? He said, go get a newspaper route, go do something. He said, and I was living in a country town. Now, when you're living in a big place like you are, Milwaukee, that place, there are multiple jobs that could be had, and nobody wants to go and do them. But everybody says there's no work. I'm like, please, it take me 24 hours. I guarantee I'd have a dozen different jobs.
Yeah, we even offered to the older child there. He's old enough to get a little part-time job, for the summer. I'll allow it to happen, but there was no follow-up from that.
Yeah, it's always just a little pipe dream.
I get
that. Hey, whatever happened to Dateline? Well, you weren't you going on that show, or was it Dateline or Nightline?
So Eric Holkman is just responded to me, and it's just every time some other story that's obviously more important than me is pushes me back. So I just actually shot him an email right before I got on the phone here, and I said, so does that mean I'm getting pushed back again, or am I or am I going to be this week, or what's going on? And he hasn't responded. Obviously, I just sent it to him.
That'd be nice to know when that airs, and we can stream it on our channels too.
Yeah.
Well,
have you told them people that you're on a podcast by chance? That every week you're on a podcast. Sharing your story.
I just told him about. I just told Eric. He wanted to know more about it. He said, so I'd like to know more about what they're about, what this and that, what they're trying to do to help you, and this, And I said, all right. So he's kind of I don't know. He's a real straightforward person. He's a really nice person, by the way. But he lets me know how it is. He's like, hey, look, this is a serious situation. We've had to prove everything that you've said. Now that we've done that, now we have to get our editors to take, because when they air this and do this, it's not like you're just telling somebody's story. You're going up against a crooked judge, a real, unethically crooked judge, a district attorney who knew I was innocent wholeheartedly and had the evidence, and decided to just, not give it to my attorney. And then the violations that are taking place, since then. I mean, there's no case in the state of Wisconsin right now where a guy's been stuck in the courtroom for 6.5 years or 6 years, whatever, It's unethical. It's not even heard of. You're supposed to be able to, get sentenced, whatever, and you go right to the appeals process, you get through that, and you go right on to the appellate, Supreme, and what else, I should almost be at the end right now, or home. And instead, I haven't even started yet, and now they're trying to scoop it all underneath the rug, the proverbial legal rug, just to make sure that, nobody ever sees, which is going to take me 3 to 5 years to dig it out. And, hopefully 3 to 5 years from now, somebody will listen. I mean, they put me in a bad situation, and like I said, if I was guilty, I would have just took the 4-year plea deal. Who doesn't do that? I mean, well, really? I mean, I'm not insane. You know, I would have took that. I would have already been done and off paper and moved on with my life if I was guilty. But I refused to take a plea bargain for something I did not categorically do. So it's, you know, it's like, so let's move forward and try to, you know, get to the end of this.
And I hope that happens soon for you. You know,
It
to
ain't.
get on
I
that
mean,
show,
I,
especially, you know, and stuff like that. Get some more support. Get somebody's got to be out there that knows something more, or somebody out there that's, you know, willing to help, or somehow, or whatever it is.
I've called over 30 attorneys. 30. That's not an exaggeration.
somebody.
You know, I spend every penny that I have trying to contact, you know, Congress, you know, anybody, like, you know, states people. I've called attorneys, Innocence Projects, everybody. I've done everything I can. And everybody's like, you know, if you don't have $50,000 to pay an attorney who will go up against this judge, you know what I mean? Because that's who's going to be coming down. She literally has got it on the record already that she knew about all this and just didn't act. And there's like several laws out there that are, you know, ethics laws that clearly say when you know an error is taking place, that everything's supposed to be stopped, called an interlock, you know, or interlocutory. And if thing stops, you take everybody out of the courtroom and you figure out what just happened, and you either throw the case out or you let the guy go or whatever, you know, or you start over. In my case, they chose to just keep going. They're just like, well, you know, it's Dane County, who cares? Nobody, you know, this guy's a nobody like everybody else. He's broke, you know, his families don't got no money. We got to worry about him. But they didn't count on the fact that I'm innocent, you know, and now, you know, I'm going to fight until the bloody end. I don't care. And that's it, you know, and I take every breath I can, you know what I mean? I waste every minute. And that's how I feel how it is. I waste it because there's just so many organizations out there that don't care about nobody but themselves. They'll jump on your bandwagon when you're about to walk out the door and they've got, you know, 75 press reporters sitting out there waiting for you. Then they'll be like, yeah. But in the meantime, they won't do nothing for you in the middle. And, you know, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
True story.
It's rough. You know, it's rough. Whatever, you know, it happens. But,
you just got to keep your head up, man. Keep looking forward and be positive.
I did want to, I got a message for you. I apologize. I should have said this first. So the gentleman approached me, it's on the other side of my unit, and he said that he called you guys and told you about what was going on. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Okay, so he told
All
me
calls
that you
other
guys
than
know that,
properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
that he got retaliated against, that they locked him up in his cell. He can't come to the phone or anything else like that. He gave him like 30 days worth of punishment or something like that for making the public outside or something like that.
What? No way.
Yeah,
You
So,
can't even tell
I mean,
the truth about something.
yeah, no, it's true. No, it's 100% true. Like, it's 100% true, everything he said. But, you know, and so I don't know. That was the message I got.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay, so.
Wow.
That is so interesting. I feel bad for that guy that, you know.
Yeah, and all he wanted to do is have an actual clean plate to eat off of. That's all he wanted. A clean
Like, apparently
fucking
that's
plate.
too much to ask for. Like, really?
Yeah.
He said he was going
Oh,
to
he lost his
No retaliation
he had a,
against that.
he had a job.
in trouble too.
I guess he had a job or something like that, working in a rec work or something like that. And they tried to say he was somewhere else in the institution, even though the guy worked his job. He didn't do anything wrong, you know. And so I guess they took his job, put him on room confinement for like 30 days, gave him another 30 days, something else. So for the next 2 months, he's out of commission, I guess.
Wow.
So, but that was the message I had. So I did my due
Well,
diligence.
that was it. You know what? That's a great way of like when you say putting a message out there like that. That's how they take care of the people that talk about things. They call them.
Oh yeah.
Can't talk about
well,
it.
yeah,
this
place is dangerous. Like, this place is seriously fucking dangerous, man. If you do anything against them, they will ruin you. And I'm not even joking. You know, I mean, OSHA should have already been in here. I don't understand why people haven't been calling OSHA all the time, being like, you know, hey, this institution needs to be, you know, it needs to be corrected or something. You know, even the governor's office. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
There's 168 inmates here, and there are 3 toilets per side. That's 80 people for 3 toilets. I mean, people need to get that through their heads. If you have to use the restroom, oh, fucking well, is what they tell you.
Okay, this is all I have to put in perspective for all our viewers. Just think of how long it takes for a man to take shit. And that's how long you have to wait.
Yeah. I mean,
That's not. I would definitely spread. I would definitely spread the word,
gotta
man.
remember, the viewers don't understand, we have what's called lockdown. You can't, during count times, we have like 4 of them a day. You can't come out of your cell during those times either. So that takes time too.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So that takes, yeah.
Hey, you got to get the word out, man. You got to get more people to call us, to get that word out so that more people can hear what's going on. And,
that can't be the only thing. That must be only the scratching of the surface.
Mm-hmm.
There's other. There's always.
I bet you we hear some others like
and
some
different things
crazy
going
things.
on. Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
I appreciate if you guys try to help get the word out for me about my GoFundMe because
Hey,
in a
matter
bad
of fact,
situation.
Richard, we want you to call again because we're going to do the same thing we did last week, where when you were where we're going to air your GoFundMe while you're talking to us. That just came to my mind right now, so I apologize for that, brother. Just hop back online. We'll take your call again. And we'll work that out for you. All right.
All right. God bless you guys.
God bless you too, brother.
God bless you too. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. Who wants to visit? Who wants
Meow.
Is it serial killer time?
Yeah. We got to see the serial killer because this is our cover. They're covering something up.
That's him calling back already.
No, it's
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Thomas Allen.
an inmate at Racine Correctional Institute. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Message 12011555540. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
Hey, Alabama, you want to hear about the serial killer now? We're going to do some live news.
I want to know why in the world I keep getting hung up on. Nobody warns me about nothing. It's just, this is the second time today.
No, the first time that was an accident.
Yeah.
The first earlier today, that was an accident.
That was an accident.
What about the second time?
Because we got a call from Oshkosh, from Richard Harrison. And we just want to mix it up. Eventually, like I was telling you, if this podcast were to grow to the extent like talk radio, where you'd be like, all right, man, we're going to let you go. We got another caller online. Like right now, how
Well,
it
at
is.
least say fuck off and before you hang up.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, listen here, you little piece of... No.
Love you. Gotta go. No.
I want
you little shit. Bye.
No. What I'll do is next time, because you're cool with it, you're not all bummed out about it. I'm gonna give you the heads up, but I'm gonna tell you get back in line though, because that's the thing I want to get. I want to get. If we can get every minute with an inmate in prison, that's what we want to get. Every minute conversing with inmates in prison, and then like with you and like the last caller, how you guys are up to date with current events. We're talking about the serial killer, and you're talking about the man was really tall, and I don't know nothing about it, and I'm out here. And it's surprising for even the caller that just called in, Richard Harrison, where he's talking about the school system and how the youth have been dummied down. And you've got people walking around here, and I'm aware of this, but you got people walking around here, and he's been removed from society for the last 13 years, and he knows what's going on, but these other people don't. Yeah.
The damn education has gone down. I seen that shit on the world news or something, or local news or something, where it said it has degraded big time.
Well, I can tell for one that seriously, on a serious note, I can literally tell when somebody's illiterate, like they can't read at all. Like I can tell. And I've seen at my local Subway, I know the guy couldn't read because it wasn't his first day. He can't find any of the buttons. He doesn't know what's on the menu. That's not a sandwich. They have other things on the menu besides that. So he doesn't know if somebody's fucking with him or not, or can't find the buttons. So he always has somebody helping him with that part. And I go in there. I must confess, I go in there to see if he would know. I'm not making anything up. I'm just ordering just basically a roast beef sandwich.
Do you guys want me to hold off on playing the Long Island serial killer until those two come back?
Heck yeah, dude.
All right.
Monstrous. Yeah.
Well, looks like we had somebody on YouTube blowing up the live chat. Science came there. So you have some questions for these people who are on the phone, and now they dropped off. So maybe they'll come back.
Oh, what did they say?
Oh, you'll read it later.
Oh, they said a bunch of bad stuff.
They had some questions, and then they had some comments.
They had some bad stuff on it.
Not bad, but they were.
Read off one.
Well, I think it was about Pulver.
Yeah.
And it was a drunk perv.
Okay. What was the next one?
And something about being poor, but loser be rich ever. Losers be rich ever.
Okay. And what was the next one?
Another petty.
Oh, pedophile thing?
Yeah.
Oh, about Pulver?
Yeah, and then maybe just before the last call here, it says just inmate. So whoever was the last caller, it didn't have a name, I think. I wasn't on my Facebook Live or my YouTube, so.
So, okay, you're saying that the person who responded, they said, oh, hold on, we got hey, now this is the time. I'm going to take this call, so get back in line, all right, Alabama?
Yeah.
Are you there?
The
all right.
juice.
He said simple. It was Simple Jack.
Hello, you have a prepaid
Pulver
call
sounds like a
from
bottom.
Jeff Miller.
It was a
an
new guy. I
inmate
don't know who this
at
is.
Oshkosh Correctional Institution. Your account balance. All calls other than properly
take
placed
this.
attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Message 12011555540.
Into trouble.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Hi, this is Megan. Welcome to the Manwich Show.
Yes, welcome to the Manwich Show. This is Michelle.
Hey, how we doing? What's
Pretty good over yourself.
Yeah, what's your name for the viewers to hear?
Jeff.
Okay, Jeff. Are you? Okay, all right. Hey, Jeff. You got the? Do you by chance have the email to this show?
No, I don't. Harris just told me to call you guys.
All right. Well, I mean, if you ever want to call again, let us know too. We're going to take your call today. If you want to call in the future, you're free to do so. This is a free phone call for you, for all inmates in the prison systems. But we'll pass along the email account because, like, typically what we'll do with callers is we'll put their photo up so people can see them, right? And then in the event that they'd like to contact that inmate, so it's not just a voice for you guys that are in there.
Yeah,
right?
putting a face to the voice.
Yep, and then a means for any event that something may develop to where they have contact, like maybe a pen pal or whomever, or like an advocate in the event that again, like they've gone to trial and they were found guilty and they're in the appeal process. In which case, we have inmates that call in who are in that scenario and have advocates that are backing them in support for them to regain their freedom. But go ahead, man. Tell us your story, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. I got my 5th OWI. I caught my 3rd, 4th, and 5th all at the same time. And, I mean, it was my stupidness, nobody else's fault other than my own. But I don't know, this whole system is, in my opinion, is corrupt. It's all about money. But Harris, Richard Harris, he told me to call you guys, and he's been helping out a lot of guys in here with all kinds of legal. He knows the law. He's really good at that. And he right now he's helping out a guy that's in here wrongfully convicted, and it's a whole crazy story. But Harris is helping him out. Crazy. He's good at it.
I tip my hat off to Harrison for that, because there's some guys that are in there and they're greedy, and they know that they can whip up a motion that could benefit another inmate in there, and instead they want money, they want something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've met guys like that. Like I know one in particular that's that way. Like he won't do nothing without cash. But the point being is that little do they realize that if they want a blessing in return, man, you got to give, man. And if you got an opportunity to help somebody, you should help somebody, man. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, nobody, the right person would wish this upon nobody. And no matter what the situation is, if somebody has some kind of advice or something like that in here, we all need to stick together and help out each other,
So,
but,
Jeff, tell us, you got a voice. Like I said, man, you get to say anything you want. If you want to give
Yeah.
a shout out to family members and let them know that you are live on this show, you can do so. We got guys that do that. Again, like I said, this platform is a means for those who are in there to have contact where it's not so centered. It's not like you have older brother over your shoulder, and it's unique because family members, they get an opportunity to hear their loved ones, or friends of family members, they get an opportunity to hear that loved one of theirs. Apart from the normal, is he on the phone right now? Is he, like the only way they can have contact with you is if they themselves are on the phone. So having said that, go ahead, man. You got the mic, whatever you want to say, you can say. And I'll let you know after that how your family member or friends can hear you live on this podcast right now.
all right. Yeah, I mean, shout out to my brother. He's out there doing his thing and, trying to manage a family and everything like that. And, coming from the farming industry and everything like that, when I'm in here and I should be out there helping him, and he's trying to take on everything, head on by himself and trying to, run his own little trucking business and everything like that. And I should really be out there helping him, but with my stupidiness and my addiction to alcohol, it's caused me it's not just me that's punished, it's my family too, as well as my son. I love him, and, I got a year left, and, I'm done with this drinking. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I don't, go back into that dark phase of my life again. To my mom too, love her, miss her. And there's been a lot of changes within the last 3 years that I've been 35 months that I've been locked up, and it's just, I know that there's going to be change when I get out there, and I'm always I'm in order
All
for
calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
in order for me to do better, I have to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's and knowing what I want in life, or else I'm gonna fall right back into that same rut, and I don't want that rut.
You're a heavy
Not
drinker?
fair to my son. Huh?
You a heavy drinker?
Yeah. Yeah, I was really bad into it.
Have you done all the courses?
Huh?
Have you taken the courses they offer there for what's it called, AODA, I believe it is, or?
Yeah, I got to do SOTs 3. They haven't offered it to me yet, but I think within probably maybe the next 3 months, hopefully, they'll offer it. So, and I told the social worker, and it's not that I'm gonna do the program. It's my problem isn't in here. It's out there. When I first got locked up, if you'd have told me go down to the store and get yourself a pack of gum, I'm going to test you to get a can of beer. I'm past that point of where I'm over I've been clean. So that's not the issue now. The issue is whether or not how I'm going to stay clean, or when I get out there, if I can go into a gas station and say, all right, let's get myself some soda and not, some beer.
Definitely willpower, one. And
Yeah.
having that support system when you get out.
Yeah. And my brother, he's a lot, he's behind me. He I guess he does and doesn't. You know, he knows people that can go out, and I mean, I was the same way. I was functioning. I could go to work. I was a iron worker, and I go to work from 6:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night. Get a case of beer, and drink, and just every day, 365 days out of the year. You know, and he's behind me, and he knows that I struggle with it, and it's a habit that I want to kick, and it's something I want to be done with. It's a habit, and I will be done with it. And it just I was reading in this legal news thing there. It says that if you tell yourself instead of will, instead of can't or can, then you get your mindset. You change your mindset.
Yep, you're right.
There's a lot of problems about quitting drinking too. Like you've been down like 3 years or 2.5 years, something like that, right?
Yep.
And then you're going to get out and you're going to do program probably on the street, and you finish that. Now you're out there for a whole year, and you haven't had nothing to drink, and now since your buddies are going to the bar, you say, "Oh yeah, I've been off."
No, better yet, he goes to
no.
Dad, better yet, he goes to a wedding, an event like that where everybody's relaxing, like, oh, come on, everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, they talk you ready to have that beer.
It's a new thing, and yeah.
You got to
You just have to remember, you can still have fun without having alcohol. You don't need alcohol to have fun or be, how do you say, talking like this.
Right.
Oh, it give you courage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Rick told me about you guys, so I called you guys, and me, I'm with all the drinking that I've done, I go out and I'm social, whatever, but everything involves alcohol. So, like you said, you get the courage to do things, and you start doing things when you're clean. Now you're creating another new habit, a more healthier habit compared to what I was doing, because everything had to have some kind of alcohol.
Well, how long have you been drinking? Did you start drinking as a young kid, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember my first thing of alcohol. I was probably about maybe 6, and. Okay. Then when I really started getting into it, I was 18, and after that, it's just been downhill. All the time.
And you're how old now again? If you don't mind me.
I'm 36.
Oh yeah, you're still really young. My best advice to people that have addiction and they're crawling and they're clawing at themselves out of the hole. There is a lot of hope, but you have to keep in mind that number one, you don't suffer that addiction alone. Your family and friends, we all suffer with you. Because
absolutely.
We're watching it happen. Some of us are giving you money because we think we're feeding you or giving you gas or whatever. And addiction comes in many different forms. It isn't always the hardcore drugs. It's liquor too. It's spirits. And it gets a hold of you. And you just gotta keep the faith. You gotta be strong and just say no. The hangover, all that stuff. Right now, you're clawing out. I know you don't want to go back there again, for sure. And just, you got
absolutely.
A whole year.
And I definitely agree with you on everything there. And with my time and while I was out there, I was doing iron work, and I was traveling all across the country and everything like that. And, I've been everywhere. And with my time being down, I've cleaned myself and, focused on what I can and can't do. And, my weakness points and everything like that. And, I've been out and took in this time to also study business.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I get out, I would like to start up my own business, in the ironwork. So, I look at it like you can't mix business with pleasure.
Yeah,
so,
and you know what? And there's some people out there that they can drink. They can drink. They can go out to a bar and have 3 or 4 and call it the day. You know, there are people out there like that. It's when you recognize you're not one of them. Then that's when it helps. Like, oh, yep, nope, I already know what's going to happen.
I remember when I
I'm
used
that
to drink
person right there.
a whole bunch of Captain and Cokes. Those are the best. Captain and Coke.
We all have our drinking stories and
doubles.
defeating that monster.
Oh,
that's a real demon.
And cigarettes too. I got rid of. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
But it was even root beer and Coke or Kessler. Root beer and Kessler.
Well, I like that root beer.
Yeah, the root beer sounded good. Then you said the other half. I was like,
A&W or Burke's?
well, maybe not so much.
Oh yeah. There's. I mean, it's just.
But it really is chemical.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
It's 100% poison, mind-altering something to drink. It's slowly killing you. It'll take everything from you, too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely, you know, nobody can trust me because it's like, you know, I'm going to go out and I've got 5 OWIs. I mean, it's like I've let all these people down and I've pictured a different picture than what I want pictured, you know. And these guys, they can't trust me with, you know, nothing, no alcohol beverage, being at the house or nothing, you know. And that's shitty, you know. It's like, you know, man, like.
Unfortunately, you'll have
to grow up.
gain their trust back. That's what I have a family member that has 7 DUIs back to back. Telling you that right now, back to back, just like you. And sober and clean, working a job, gain your trust back with the loved ones that are around you.
Yeah.
And you have to stay true to yourself. That's like Michelle was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Just don't give it into temptation.
You know, you gotta. It all starts with you. You know, your own inner self, and you know that's my you know that was my biggest downfall, and you know I just building up the confidence of doing things in a sober way instead of always being drunk. You know that's a big step to me too. You know that's a big step for anybody. You know. First part is admitting it.
Oh, yeah.
The second part is actually following through with it.
Yes, very true. Very true.
So,
well, we appreciate you for calling in to our show today and to get your word out. We also talk about all other things, not just what you're locked up for.
Yeah, we talk about like conspiracy theories, what's happening in the news today, your thoughts on the world. I mean, like where you're at, I'm sure you only get some news. Maybe you want something that's a little different, a little twist to it. You know? So it doesn't always have to be like doom and gloom like that. We can talk about other things too. You know, sometimes people have like a ghost story or just like weird shit.
Do you watch the news at all?
No. Once in a while. I mean, the news. I mean, I don't know.
It's sad.
They blow things out of proportion. I'm sure sometimes at points, you know.
A lot of it's a cover up. Yeah, a lot of it's a cover up for the other things that are going on now and today.
Yep. Like our main topic for a lot of other inmates that were calling in today was about the Long
Island serial killer. Like unbelievable that he was a main suspect that was under investigation for 13 years. And he was a prime suspect this whole entire time, and now they decide to bring him in. We're going to talk a little bit about it and then maybe come to a conclusion of what are they hiding? What else is in the news that's going on that they're hiding? You know, because they don't just show you a big story. It's always smoke and mirrors.
So they were, who was doing this or what? 13 years of who?
Yeah, I got to catch up on that Long Island serial killer. I don't know what you have access to there, but there should be, since he's been caught, there's going to be tons of specials coming up. It's going to clog the news line for weeks now. Yeah, at least till the end of August, for sure. At least till then, they'll be able to do a diversion. Because that's big juice. Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
But,
you have to ask, did he not kill for 13 years because he knew people were watching him? Or did he kill in the 13 years and he's just so good he was able to evade them before and keep them guessing for 13 years? You know? Different things you can think about with that one. That's really strange. He's a really big guy, so it isn't like you can't miss him in a crowd. The guy's like fucking 7'2".
There he is.
He's huge.
That's like that Colbert, whatever, that did that murder alternate idol. That was some crazy stuff too. He student, whatever, and all of a sudden he goes out and kills those poor people that didn't even have any ties to him.
Yeah. You know what? I need you to do me a favor. I need you to make sure that you spread the word around about us. Contact us on our email. You can contact us at the Manwich Show at gmail.com. At the Gangster Mail. Yeah.
Gangster Mail.
And, spread the word. We're a platform, like my brother was saying, platform for inmates to be able to talk.
Yeah. It's gonna cut us off and everything, but I appreciate you guys and everything what you guys are doing and getting the word out there of I mean, even though we
all right, that was the
email, dude.
Dude, did the sub implode? We just lost transmission with the sub.
All right, read the rest of those messages now.
I will start, bro.
I tried to pull
He
them
cut
up,
off, so it started as.
How many of them are there?
Oh, there's a whole page.
Dude, there's that many on YouTube right now?
Really?
Well, no, there's nobody watching right now except for me. But it was just one person. His name is Simple Jack.
Hello, you have a prepaid
and he was
call
commenting to what we were talking about.
an inmate
Pulver.
at
Don't say
Racine
nothing to
Correctional
Pulver, okay?
Institution.
Don't say
Your
nothing to
account
Pulver.
balance is
I don't want his heart to be broken. He's a good- he's a
$24.23.
Yeah, dude,
To
he's
hear the
hard.
charges for
No, I
this
can make
call,
fun of
press
him, but
2.
yeah, this-
To accept this call,
On the
press
live
5.
chat.
To repeat, all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Message 12011555540. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
What's going on now?
Oh, welcome back. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
I thought I'd call back again and talk this more.
All right, awesome. I'm glad that you were able to get back in line. Tell me something. What is going on today?
Oh,
lots going on today.
Like what?
What's going on with you? What's going on with you guys today? You guys gonna go swim?
Me?
It was hot.
Yes, today was very humid.
Yeah, my hair got really curly.
You guys going to water today?
No,
No.
I should have went into
We
the
should have
water.
went swimming.
We got some water.
The pool by our house needs to be chlorinated because we got so much rain.
Yeah, the rain.
When there's
messed
no
up the water.
chlorine, it turns kind of green and nasty.
It gets messed
Why
up.
don't you
Gets
just
off balance.
buy a water slide and go on a water slide?
The pool's not that deep. I wish it was.
Water slide, like I forgot what it's called.
I have a
Slip
water
and
fight.
slide. The
I have a
slip and
water
slide.
fight.
Yeah,
You
some
got a
water
slip and slide?
balloons. Yeah, that would be fun.
You got a slip and slide at home?
I have a what?
wanna-
I have
I
a
wanna
what?
go
Tiki
and get one of them.
contest.
Hey, that's possible.
And if you're from down south, that's possible.
Take some water balloons and throw it the ladies and have them show their titties off.
There you go.
Nice. We had a little bit of feedback on our phone. We were trying to read the comments
We got
on
to
the
hear you
live
again.
section here.
Yeah. Just hanging out. Yeah, we're still talking about like the Long Island serial killer. What cover-ups could be happening. We'll be talking about that
Yeah,
soon.
well,
What
they
could be
have
going
that
on.
front story. What's the back? What's the middle? What's the rest of the sandwich? What does it taste like? When do we get it?
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Well, they
That's
do
what I
say
feel like.
that you walk up past serial killer at least something like now 5 times in your lifetime or something like that.
Oh, I bumped into all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Feels like it. Milwaukee's pretty hot spot for some
Yeah.
weird shit. That's for
There's-
sure.
It's something. Something about this.
So what are you going to go swimming tomorrow? It's supposed to be hot tomorrow.
Yeah, is
I'm
it
gonna go
supposed to be hot
swimming.
tomorrow?
Is it supposed to be hot? I don't know.
I got my scooter. I'm gonna ride
It
my
is. It's
scooter
supposed
with
to
my
be hot.
mom.
80,
It's supposed to be hot
88.
the rest of the week.
When I'm swimming,
Because all that rain.
I'm gonna do a cannonball.
There's this place that I might want to check out with you. I'm gonna show you a link later on. Some event going down in South Milwaukee or somewhere, Cudahy, something.
Oh, the last
Gems
time I
and
was in Milwaukee,
jewels.
my dad had. Hey, the last time I was in Milwaukee, the first time I seen Milwaukee is my dad was driving and somebody had a bad heart attack in Milwaukee. That's the first time I seen Milwaukee. I haven't been in Milwaukee since then.
Well,
So,
what part of Milwaukee did
I
you
know
see
her-
though?
I was in Milwaukee at the hospital.
Which
and
one?
I was in Milwaukee at the
St.
truck
Luke's.
stop.
Freighters.
Freighter. You're at the big hospital?
I was at the hospital. I don't know if it was big or not, but I was at he had a heart attack by the truck stop, and then we went to the hospital in Milwaukee. I don't know what it was by, but I know it was. I think it was kind of big. I don't know.
We
You know,
got
Ben St. Luke's. He said he had a heart attack, I believe, at a
I
truck
know it was
stop.
the first.
truck stops. So it'd be like
Yeah.
Wheaton, Aurora, or Freighter. Those are the only hospitals we have here.
Luke's
I know
is
it was
known
a big.
for its heart.
It was a big truck stop. I know that because he had a dog with him. The dog said this dog was smart. The dog knew he was having a heart attack, so he called the hospital. And the
dog
doctor said
called
he was
the
having a heart
hospital?
attack. So no, he called the hospital. The
Were you
dog
a
knew he
truck
was having a heart
driver?
attack.
Were you a truck driver?
No, my dad was a truck driver,
Oh, okay. So you're just riding along.
and my dad had a dog with him.
Oh, nice. What kind of
And
dog?
It was a blue. It was a Dorn pitcher, and he had a dog with him, and he knew the dog. The dog knew he had a heart attack, so
Okay.
he called the hospital, and the doctor said, "Yeah, you're having a heart attack."
Oh, wow.
That was his first one.
That must have been
He had several
his service dog.
He had 7 heart attacks, and he's still alive.
Oh, my.
Oh, my gosh.
Your dad is
My
Dick
dad-
Cheney?
yep. Huh?
You don't get it, you guys? I said your dad is Dick Cheney because, like, that's the only person I could think of that had, like, so many multiple heart attacks and was still breathing, you know. after
Yeah,
the fact.
I got it. I wasn't
Yeah,
even
he's 74. He's 74 years old, and he's still alive.
Wow.
He's had 7 heart attacks. He had steel plate knees, 2 steel plate knees. He's got a bad liver right now. He's got a brand new heart, and he's still alive.
Oh, wow.
Dude, your dad's
Yeah,
like, let me guess.
He's got to get.
Your dad's favorite wrestler is Hulk Hogan, too. Because he's got to be tough, man.
No, he just something to go anywhere. He's been in the hospital. He's been in the hospital and dead so many times. It's pitiful. They brought him back alive, and I don't know how he can do it, but he's a robot, I guess. He's been big alive all the time. All the time. Last time he had a heart attack was at home on the porch, and he's still alive. He could try to. Right now, he's making money off of the state because he's disability money because he can't do anything.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, I don't talk to him anymore because he don't talk to me anymore because I'm in prison right now. So he don't talk to me anymore because of that.
Well, maybe he's listening to the podcast.
He thinks that I was, when I was on the road, I was his best son and never got in trouble. Never got in trouble until I was 39 years old. And he thought I'd never do anything bad, so he can't forgive me right now. So I don't know. I was the only one that was never in prison, never in jail, or never in prison until I got caught over something. And now he can't talk to me. My brother Scott was always in jail. My brother was always in jail. And I never was until I got caught up. I talked to him one time. He was in the hospital one time when he had a bad liver, and I haven't talked to him since. He blames me on. See, my mom did a divorce because he was in prison for 2 years, and he had a chance to quit drinking, but he wouldn't quit drinking, so my mom left him. He better drink than have my mom married to him.
Hey, over.
Yeah.
So,
I missed all that.
hold on. We want to say something without the negative comments.
Yeah.
Without seeing the negative comments. That guy, Simple Jack, man, it's like every minute he was texting, he was putting something on that chat line, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really watching.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
really
watching,
watching. He was contributing. He said, like, how about, like, you know, the other people that were, you know, we were only talking about the people that were murdered. We didn't talk about the people that were injured too. But our focus at the moment was just
I was
on
talking about Hulk
people getting
Hogan.
shot.
He thought some guy named Simple Jack that was watching the podcast.
That was awesome.
Online, Pulver. When he
next
heard you
time
talk,
we're gonna make sure that we're watching those comments come in.
when he heard you talk,
Yeah.
he said,
Yeah.
because when we said, what was your favorite wrestler? He thought your favorite wrestler was The Undertaker.
Well,
You know,
He's wrong, right? Tell him.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be
the Undertaker's good.
and
The
recorded.
Undertaker's good wrestler too. Yeah, I like him too. Yeah, I like him too.
hey, if you could say something, hey Pulver, if you could say, if you could say something to Simple Jack, what would it be?
To who?
The guy Simple Jack that was online that commented on you liking The Undertaker. What would you say to Simple Jack? What nice thing could you say
I
to
would say,
Simple
hey,
Jack?
how's it going, buddy? I don't know.
What's your
I'd be
favorite
surprised
wrestler?
if I could talk to somebody who's listening. I'd be surprised. I don't know.
Would you want
I'd be
Simple
surprised.
Jack? Would you want Simple Jack to know that to know that you're a human being and everybody makes mistakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
And if Simple Jack didn't accept that, would you want to give him the people's elbow or the Hulk Hogan leg drop?
Yeah.
Or the Rowdy Roddy Piper special pipe.
Yeah. You know, back in the days, I was so close to them guys, I could shake their hands back in the days.
Are you kidding
When I
me?
was in Coliseum, I was so close to the ring that I could shake their hands. I went to Massive Day Coliseum to watch them guys wrestle, and I stayed in the motel in Madison with my dad because he was 2 o'clock in the morning to come home. We were too drunk to come home, and I stayed in the motel after I saw them guys wrestle. But I was so close to the ring that I could reach out and shake their hands.
Hey, Pulver. Pulver.
What's that?
Have you ever been slapped by Andre the Giant? I know. I met a guy who was slapped by Andre the Giant in real life, and that was a story that he took with him.
Holy shit!
That was
I would
like
have told everybody too.
Yeah, you know, but he started it because he slapped Andre the Giant first. Somebody had bet him. They dared him to slap Andre the Giant, and he did.
Damn.
Yeah, so Andre slapped him back and knocked him around.
And you know that hand hurt his face.
Yes.
He got slapped at. Ow.
Damn.
Dude, those are hands bigger than a frying pan. Could you imagine? And that's just that.
My dad at his prime was 7 foot. He got some monster hands. I have his bowling ring that barely fits my finger.
Yeah, that's a big guy. He's big. Andre Giant's a big guy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's not even alive right now. I don't think he's dead. No, he's dead. You know, Roddy Piper? I like him too.
Yeah,
Roddy
I
Piper.
like, I like Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah, he's cool too. And then there's another one. Andy Savage.
Hey, you want to give a shout out to Simple Jack? Want to say, hey, how you doing, Simple Jack? Nice to meet you. Go right ahead, dude. Go ahead, go say it. Say, hey, Simple Jack, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
Hey, Simple Jack, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
You know who my favorite wrestler? I don't say my favorite, but the only one that comes to my mind, The Rock.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you
The Rock?
smell
Oh yeah.
what The Rock
Yeah, I seen The
is
Rock
cooking?
I watched The Rock. He's on SmackDown.
I know what he's cooking.
What about The
You ever watch
Rock?
SmackDown? Hey,
He's on
you ever
SmackDown
watch
now?
SmackDown on Friday nights?
No.
I used to when I was a teenager. Not no more.
I used to too, and then I grew pubic hairs. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Tell him the truth. You made your own championship belt.
How to use toilet paper roll.
Little tinfoil guys don't mess up. I bet you guys did something weird. You guys make your own belt?
RoboCop.
No, we would do this pretend fishing thing where we would
Hey,
take
would you-
blank
hey.
envelopes and put them on the ground and make.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Am I
it's
talking to you,
me.
Lisa, right now?
Yes. No, there's nobody Lisa here, man.
No,
Lisa,
who am I
no.
talking to right now? Who am I talking to right now?
Talking to my butt.
No, that was me, Michelle. That was me, Michelle.
it's
talking.
not. It's Lisa.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, you got two girls here, Megan and Michelle. Both M's.
Send me a picture.
What, a picture of my middle finger?
Just picture a hamster a wet hamster.
A picture of you.
I don't know how to do that.
Just picture a wet
I'm sorry,
hamster.
Pulver. We are married. We're married women. I don't know if we can do that.
I'll send you some pictures of Carmen Electra.
Yeah, we can send you pictures, but they're not going to be of us. How about that?
I can give you a description, dude, for your mind. Just picture a very beautiful angel. Oh, with big, sexy brown eyes and long, sexy mermaid hair.
Oh. I'll be a single pink pill.
Oh.
Meow.
You gotta howl.
Jamie?
I'm pen pal. I hear you, Pulver. I hear you, buddy.
Howl.
Pulver's looking for some mail.
He's looking for some mail, ladies.
You looking for some males?
No, just looking for a letter.
Pulver, what's your inmate number? And where are you located at?
1-800.
Oh, that's right there. It's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
29
right to this fool. There's got to be a girl
29
out there.
1101.
All right, we got it on the screen, buddy.
And then Anthony Guy Palmer.
You're my favorite meatball.
Oh, shut up, Harvey. He's a good guy.
I'm still stealing that.
I like Harvey. Harvey's a good guy.
That was Michael.
Oh, Michael?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
oh, he's a good guy too. Then.
Yeah. So here, now we're gonna have Harvey talk. Say something.
Yeah.
How you doing, Pulver?
And then we're gonna have Michael
I'm doing
talk.
good. How you doing?
Now we're gonna have
How you
Michael
doing,
talk, so you hear their
Pulver?
difference.
How you doing, Pulver?
They sound the same.
Okay. Sorry. Well.
All right, how about now?
Hi, Pulver. How you doing?
That sounds like a lady.
Dude sounds like a lady. No. Dude sounds like a lady.
$5 for all that singing. Not a penny more. You know what's good for you?
Definitely. Yeah.
Donate to our channel now so I can buy me a new pair of shoes. My shoes are messed up, please.
Your socks match today.
I know, I actually found a matching pair.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. They're inside the hamper.
Then that's where they've been at the whole entire time.
They're still wearable.
Mike didn't have, when he had two different socks, them were pairs because he had another pair just like that at home and is doing.
Hey, Pulver, we're going to let you go right now. We're going to take a caller from another guy, all right?
Properly placed. Attorney calls may be
Call next
monitored
week.
and
Yeah, call next
I love
week.
you too.
All right, meatball.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Richard Harris.
an inmate at all calls other than properly placed. Attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Message
I know he didn't call you.
12011
He's all mad.
55540. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's going on, Rich? We're gonna.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, when? Where?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all over the place. Hey, watch it. Hey, when I go to the bathroom, hey, everybody's there.
Hey.
Hey, they're looking for you too
Forget
over
about
there.
it.
Hey, I did. I forgot and then I remembered, and then you were there again.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, what party is this?
Yeah, I had to wait a little bit. There was some other people in front of me and stuff, so.
That's
Next
all right.
time they'll move the heck out of my way.
You're like, look, dude, I got important shit to do.
We're on a podcast.
No, right, no, they get a little in their chest, you know. These guys, they get on the phone and get to arguing with their loved ones, you know, and it's
This time
boy,
they
it
should
gets
call.
pretty emotional. Yeah,
What was that last guy
I
that
always
we were
try to
talking to?
explain to these guys.
Pulver.
You know, I've been down a long time, and
Oh, Jeff. Hey,
I try to tell people here. I say, listen, you know, it's the best thing you can do when you got some time is to always be polite to your family members and friends. You know, I said, you know, you're locked up. And it comes a point when you just cannot say crazy stuff to people on the phone. You can't do that. Nobody gets that here.
Yeah, because because that's a great way. They get mad and they get upset. You don't get a phone
Yeah.
call. Like you're trapped. Like you're put on pause or shelved, and that's what that feels like. Like
Correct. But you got to be polite though too. There's no reason. I get that emotions they run high here, and a lot of people on the outside don't actually understand a lot of the stuff that goes on here, and that's why I'm really happy about your guys' show. You guys are trying to bring some light, even anything you can to let people out there know that. But it's just so much more. It's emotional on so many levels. The things you have to deal with here it's unbelievable. So I always try to tell people, hey, look, man, I know I don't want to be in your business and nothing like that, but you can't expect to call home day after day after day and say crazy stuff like that, be demanding. You have to really choose your words wisely, because that is your connection to outside. And the minute that is disconnected, it makes things even worse when you're incarcerated.
Then you're really alone on that island. At least they gave you like a
yeah,
moment of
there's definitely-
sanity. Heard a kid crying in the background. Your baby's crying, but hey, you take gratitude. That little fucker's still alive.
I'm forever grateful. I had to call my mother in Alabama sporadically because where she lives, the phone doesn't work the greatest, so I'm forever grateful.
How old is your mom
to speak
again?
to her.
Richard, how old is your mom?
She just turned 73.
Yeah. Does she still drive?
No, she used to. I was the mechanic of the family. I'm the one who supported her and everything. And ever since my incarceration, she's lost pretty much everything.
Does she live alone still or no? She
has an older gentleman that's about as bad a shape as she's in. That they're kind of living with each other, trying to help take care of each other.
So
But
she's not alone. That's good. That's good to hear.
No, she's not alone, but it's bad enough. Carlsville, Alabama is a really sporadic place. Like it's, you got to go to the Mississippi basically to go to the hospital, which is about 45 minutes away. And then you got, they have what's life or death calls. So what it's called is when you call in, if you're not dying, if you are dying, then they let you die. And then they come get you. That's their policy. It's not like me making that up. They're like, well, he's dying. We're not going to get you in time anyway. So they go out and try to make you comfortable, whatever, as fast as they can, and then let you die, and then they take you in. But if it's something that you're injured and you're going to live, then they'll come. It's like it's actually weird because up here the ambulance comes for everything. Down there, that's not how it is at all.
Oh man.
Hey, thank you for getting the word out. We just had a caller, Jeff.
Oh.
You've been helping him out.
I did, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for that.
I've helped so much.
It was very nice talking with that gentleman.
Yeah, he's got a company he's trying to get off the ground, and I've been teaching him about tax ID, LLC, resale permits, and stuff like that. Because I used to own a company, and I was just trying to show him the correct way to do it, and the best way to go about things.
Nice.
Well, hey,
But
if there's any,
he drinks a lot, so I told him it doesn't help to drink and be 75 feet in the air. He builds structures, so I said, you got to have to choose one or the other. I don't think it's going to be good if you're up in a giant lift and you're 3 sheets to the wind. That's not going to be a safe situation.
well, food for thought. If there's any guys that like the guy Jeff who's interested in hopping onto the podcast and being able to be heard live, how like you already have my personal email account.
Okay.
We have a second one that's established as well. That's through Corey Links, and that is the name of the podcast, the Manwich Show at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
So in the event, like you could continue to have my private one because I love chopping up with
fine.
you, brother.
Can you shoot that to my link on my, so that way I have it?
Will do.
And then what I'll do is, but I want to be honest with you guys. I mean, and again, please don't take this the wrong way. I want to make sure that I'm trying to give this information to people that are going to use it the correct way. There's 2,100 inmates here, and there are some circus acts here. I think that's the most politically correct way I can put that. You just don't want calling. I mean, there's some people that will get on here and say some really inappropriate stuff that I don't want that. I think that's wrong,
Yeah, so keep it.
and waste your time. I don't want that.
all right,
So
great.
I'm trying
Keep
to
it
make
clean.
sure the people that get it are the right way. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd rather have guys on here that either are innocent, and are like you fighting for your freedom, or guys who like they made a mistake, but they're not. They're a new man. They're a new man, and hopefully a new man created in Christ.
Yeah, somebody that
I
a
tend to-
lot of them inmates are lonely. You know, they don't have nobody to talk to. You know.
I don't know how they're lonely.
Other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
They have no family member, contacting them. You know?
Yeah, they don't have anybody to call.
Yeah.
There's some people that you know who they are. They just
nope. I do, and I will, like I will do my best to vet, the best I can with my abilities. But again, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. I just don't want to give somebody the wrong idea that I'm just going to go hand this thing out because I don't really feel that's appropriate.
Yeah, no, it's not because I don't want this to. Yeah, we all don't want this to be like the Maury Show or Jerry Springer and shit. We're trying to bring awareness and make people human. Like we all fuck up and make mistakes and fall down. We're here to uplift you and send out a positive message.
Likewise, people like you.
Yeah, because there's
best judgment.
There's a lot of evil in this world. So this is our way of.
There really is. I mean, and if you were here, you would definitely be like, "Oh my Lord." Yeah. Look, I've heard some conversations where I had to just get up away from the table and be like, "You guys cannot honestly be sitting here talking about this. This is wholeheartedly just the most atrocious thing I've ever heard. I mean, this is an atrocity. You guys even being alive, for you guys saying this stuff. And then people get mad at you. Go, well, who are you? You're here with me. I'm like, I'm innocent. Even if I wasn't innocent, I wouldn't be saying that. I mean, that's wrong. I mean, I believe wholeheartedly in civility. Be treating somebody, please, thank you. If you did something wrong, man up to that shit and apologize. You know what I mean? Hey, I messed up, like you said. And just move on with your life. Try to better yourself. I don't know what's going on, but everybody's got the opposite idea. Like they're playing the PlayStation. They can just keep playing, hitting reset.
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that here.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, we're over here giggling. I think they have something to say.
This is your mission if you accept it.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to tell this guy, Rich. I tried to tell this guy what to say. He couldn't even say it right. I was trying to have him say, "Listen, Rich, this is your mission if you choose to accept it." That's what's supposed to be the key to this. And he just couldn't.
The problem is the glass. You know how the glasses you're supposed to throw it after 3 seconds. My luck, they blow up in my hand. Everything's a reject item here. So it's like Yeah, that's another thing a lot of people out there need to learn about. The products that were being sold here are atrocious. Like if you can go to Walmart, you can go to the dollar store, Dollar General, all that stuff. You look up a ramen noodle, you still get the 4-packs for $1.08, but they're selling them to us now for 60 cents.
What? It's got a whole 24-pack for like $6 today at Woodman's.
Oh yeah, do the math on that one.
Tell them they need to do their shopping at Woodman's.
But they're telling the inmates, though, that it's a supply chain, so they had to raise the price. We used to get our soups for 24 cents.
They were like, hey, we're greedy. We need some more money. We need some more money, please.
Yeah. Real food. They tripping.
Well, they definitely are. I mean, the guards want to make $50 an hour. They're already making $33 an hour to sleep, and I'm like, oh, my God, it's... I don't know. But anyway, so hey, look, I appreciate you guys. I really do. I want you guys to know that. And you have my word, Richard. I'm actually, I just finished up all the other 2 motions for the other gentlemen I was doing. I'm starting yours tomorrow. I just wanted to take today off, and it's going to probably take me about a week or so to get it done, but I will make sure that it is exactly the way it's supposed to be, and you'll be able to use that. So for anybody.
That's great, man. That's great. I'm gonna that'd definitely be a template to go into the hands of other. That's kind of what I just finally, that was the word I was trying to use when I messaged you. I was like, man, I'm trying to explain this to him. I don't want him to think that this is for me, though. I mean, it helped so many inmates, so many people in this situation across the board. But that's what I was trying to get across was a template to where you could just a person.
Right, you were looking for like a boilerplate motion that's kind of like done right, but not with just specifically your name in it or whatever. So that way a person could take it and try to form it into their own situation.
Absolutely, because so many of those motions anyhow are plagiarized anyway. You got
13 years of writing motions. I'm pretty good at it now. That's why everybody comes to me here. But and I do mine for free. I don't want nobody to say I'm trying to take money from them. It's the same thing when I do portraits too. I try to help people out here and there. Just give me the supplies to do it. Here you go, whatever. It gives me something to do. I try to help as many people as I can. I'm trying to get as much positive karma as I can in my situation because I tell you, I need it.
Oh,
You guys
man.
still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here right now, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to let you guys all know. Thank you, you know what I mean, for putting my GoFundMe out there. And there might be a couple more people tonight. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is. It was about 8 o'clock.
We
Yeah,
actually had
so
some guys right
so-
now. Hold on, there was some guy. The phone was ringing while you were talking, but of course I didn't want to I didn't want to cut you off, man. So that's why I just kept letting
No,
you go,
you
man.
could do that. I understand, you know.
All right, well,
I appreciate it. Like I said, and all your listeners out there, man, you guys should really be listening to the Manwich Show because these guys are doing more, I think, than the own governor of the state of Wisconsin is. At least you're putting actual stories out there that are truthful. You know, I mean, what that guy did, he ran his whole, and I like Evers, don't get me wrong, but he ran his whole platform on trying to help the Department of Corrections correct itself, and then he doesn't do it. I guess that's a political thing. Politicians lie all the time, but I think this is a really bad situation in the state of Wisconsin, and it's only getting worse. When you got people eating from trays that are washed on trash cans, you got 3 toilets for every 80 inmates. You know what I mean?
Now,
I think we have a problem.
A guy told me the reason that is the way it is because all those cells are actually supposed to be one-man cells that they double bunk.
Correct. In this institution here, this unit right here is a single cell unit only, and it is against the law, OSHA standard law. But we can't force anything. It takes people on the outside to go, hey, look, you're treating these people inhumanely, and look what you're making them go through. I mean, it's crazy. Everybody goes, well, you got access to the bathroom all the time. No, we don't. 4 times a day, we're locked in our
calls other than
we have to stay
properly
in our
placed
cells.
attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
If you come out of your cell during account time and you tell them, listen, I really need to use the restroom, you're receiving a major conduct report. And the conduct report can hurt you really badly. It can stop you from going home early. You can be punished. You can lose privileges. Because you wanted. So you're basically being punished because you had to use the restroom. They tell you plan accordingly. Well, how do I plan accordingly when there's 80 other people in front of me?
Yeah, which asshole do I got to stand behind? Does he got to take a shit? You got to take a piss? Is he just going to sit in there just to sit in there, just to occupy the space? And
You're not allowed to. See, that's the loophole, and that's where your viewers need to listen and understand. You cannot just wait in the bathroom. You have to be out in the day room or in your cell. You can't go in there and wait, and till the next one to open up. When you see the problem there too. So yeah, and then they tell you, well, if you don't like it here, they'll give you a gray cup. It looks like a miniature pitcher. You can pee and poop in that. There you go.
Wow.
When they send you into, solitary or confinement, whatever, do you have your own toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's always somebody
I
else
have a
too.
problem there. I'm always in lockup, dude.
Yeah.
My own toilet. I can't.
Yep. A lot of people actually do that, but right now that's full right now too. So
dang.
Yeah.
They're all laughing. They're like, I get to go to the bathroom all the time.
Well, check it
And
out.
It's quiet.
These great cups you're talking about, so they expect the person just to go into their cell and use it.
With a roommate in there.
Yeah.
Are these,
with your roommate.
I bet you there it is for pee,
with
right?
your roommate in there. Yeah, but that's the poop too. If you have to do it and there's nowhere else to go, if you can't hold it, then you got to go in the cup. You got to take a little miniature gray cup.
And guys are laughing at people with those gray cups.
Oh, everybody's got them here. A lot of people have them here. There's a lot of people that just can't hold it. You know what I mean? You can't. It's. I've never seen
that
anything
sounds like a
this.
waste of money buying that shit too, when they can just not do what they're doing.
It's not a waste of money. They raise the price of your soup so they can pay for that.
Oh, so you guys are paying for that shit.
We're paying for
Dude,
everything.
they're shaking down inmates in there for with
Cups of soup might be a little bit bigger than the gray cup. Just saying.
You're lucky you guys don't actually have cash because, man, they would put you upside down and jingle you guys, and your pockets.
Oh
would be
man,
empty.
I'm telling you, they would shake. If we had cash
shake
on
the
us, the
shit
guards
right
would
out of
shake us down.
Oh yeah, they'd shake the shit right
They'd
out
be like,
of
it wasn't in his pocket. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, look what I got, buddy.
I got a pack of gum. No, I was kidding.
A pack of
Yeah,
cigarettes.
I mean, for every good guard that's here, because there are good guards here. Don't let me just like I'm trying to be bashing every guard here. That's an inappropriate statement for me to come out of my mouth. There are good guards here, but there are some really bad ones too that really take their job to the point where you feel like you're walking over shards of glass because you don't know if this guy's personality today is going to break down and he's going to come after you for some made up stuff. Those are the people that they should weed out, I mean, there should be some kind of psychological evaluation for some of these people.
That's
but I
some scary
understand, though,
shit.
that It is. It really is.
That
But
is
you
pretty
have to look
scary,
at it
man.
like
That's some scary shit, man. Just think about this. Someone's
They-
ready to explode at any time. You might be the one just there. Right
and they can wreck your life. They go into your cell, they break your, you've got guards that will go into your cell, break something, and there's no way for you to prove it. They're like, no, that was broke prior to me coming in there. And I'm not saying that some inmates don't lie. A lot of inmates do lie. They'll go in there and say, it really was broken. They're trying to get the guard, but you have to have, some of these guards actually do that though. But there's no way to go on the in-between, who's telling the truth and who's not. It's rough, when you got two guards for, two guards for 168 inmates. And I get the point there too. That's too many inmates, for ratio of guards. But again, it's your fault. You doubled this unit up. This unit's only supposed to have about 80 or 90, not the 168. So again, I don't know, it's what it is. You know what I mean? I think the state has a lot of problems. I think that they need to really evaluate, some of these guards. They need to evaluate how to treat inmates a little bit differently, But again, there's a lot of crazy inmates too. So let me say that, And I think the guards are outnumbered. They're outmaneuvered, And giving a guard more money doesn't change the situation. You can't give a guard $50 an hour and think that's going to change or fix the solution. It has zero to do with the whole problem. So,
I do my job for one day for $50 an hour. Go back to sitting behind the desk.
I can't even imagine how it even makes any sense. A guard can't really claim here, at least in this institution, that they need more money. You're making $33 an hour to fall asleep at the desk or to play on the internet all day long, yell a couple times at an inmate, and once in a while you might have to stand up and raise your voice. I don't know what kind of job this is, but holy shit, that's a lot of money for nothing.
Almost sounds like watching a kid. Literally.
Yeah.
I watch my kid.
Yeah,
That's $30 an hour is a living wage. Like that.
Well, that's what they call it. They'll come in there and they'll call it. Well, they're not ashamed to say that they're professional babysitters.
Yeah, they say it all the time. So but it's the thing is, the babysitter gets worn out at some point too, because 168 kids basically for two babysitters in half of your life. Remember, this is 12-hour shifts now too. 12 hours at a crack. There's no 8-hour shifts no more in the state of Wisconsin. It's 12 and 12. So yeah, so half of your life you're doing prison with me.
Right.
And it's like, well, the guy you got these guards, they're like, yeah, man, I've been working here 30 years. So you've done 15 years in prison
1 minute
with me.
remaining.
How does that a life? That's not a life.
Hey, let's pray for you, brother.
Yeah, let's pray.
All right,
I need to
thank you
get
very
into
much.
this prayer. Heck yeah.
Go ahead, Megan. Why don't you lead it off? God the Father, in Jesus' name, we come to you in prayer. We pray for Richard. We ask God the Father that you'd bless Richard with national media attention. May this raise awareness and build up the funds that he needs to get an attorney that's gonna rightfully represent him, and for you to be able to pave the way for him to be blessed with his freedom and his conviction overturned. We ask God the Father that you seek to be glorified in this, that Lord Jesus, you seek to be magnified in this, and that Holy Spirit, you desire to be witness to this. In Jesus' name we ask, and we all say amen.
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 All right, man.
Thank
Love
you
man.
very much.
Can't wait to hear from you next week.
Yeah, can't wait to hear from you again.
Yep.
Always a good
Thank
talk.
you, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice talking to you, Richard.
God bless you. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your son?
Yeah. I had to take his phone call.
Oh, he called you on your phone?
Yeah, he's feeling real down.
Dude, did you tell him to call the podcast, though?
I did. He's
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
want
what?
to know, man. I just $50. He should be calling the podcast and talk to his family.
You know what it is that he feels alone. He's feeling the crunch. He's feeling the crunch that everybody feels in that position. I believe that they do at one point or another. So, and yeah.
Yeah, this is a weekend for him.
No, it's been a long 2 years. It's been a long 2 years.
How long does he have left?
He has to the end of the year, of this year.
Getting close.
So it'd be 3 years altogether. So yeah. Yeah, I hope that. Yeah, we have other family members that.
The thing there ain't
make
nothing
it
for
a
them to
career
do.
thing.
There's nothing for them to do there. I know. I've been there. There's nothing to do. Nothing. They're just sitting there, and that's all they got is use their brain and play cards, dominoes. There's nothing there. There's nothing there for them to
There's
go
only
and get
so
a job,
many books you can read.
Yeah.
There's only so much TV you can watch.
I read every Louis L'Amour book, every one, even his novels. That's like 130 some books. Yeah. Then there was no more books to read like that, so I read.
Also, too, is like he, my son is depending on a family member that is his word is in gold. So, and I told him before, I was like, hey, I know you love this person and stuff like that, but you can't, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. And you know what you're dealing with. That's all I'm going to say on that, because, it's rough. Everybody.
Because they
feels
stole
alone.
his $50. He's supposed to get $100, and she, Michelle opened up the envelope. I was there when she opened it up, and there was only $50 in there.
Mm-hmm. I should have opened it up when I seen it right
Should have
away.
done it right on the podcast. Let's see. Oh, the eyewitnesses.
Yeah, seriously.
Been
And it's just
recorded.
like- yeah, and
Like,
I thought it was
opened
strange
up
it
this.
wasn't-
He
yeah,
said,
and I
Marco,
bet you if
I
I
was on the podcast and I opened it up, and it's episode 37.
You sealed
Wait,
it in a different
they took his money?
Yeah, and they resealed it. They resealed the envelope, and yeah,
When I
took
say
it.
they, the family member that gave me the envelope.
They seal it. They take it.
Oh,
steam
okay.
it,
I'm thinking like the
steam it.
Oshkosh. Like,
No,
that's child support.
No, that's other. That's like that's all. Yeah, it's like.
Okay, I got you now.
Yeah.
Why don't Dad help him out?
That's not family.
No, it's not. But it just goes to show, like, there's dirt everywhere. There's dirt happening everywhere.
Joel should be helping him out.
There's silence. So, anyways, we were gonna
Serial
watch
killer
that.
time?
Yeah, we were gonna watch that video of that
Serial
guy. You had that up. Oh, I can't wait for us to see this guy. I know my brother and my dad haven't seen this guy yet, or Megan.
I haven't seen him. It's always interesting to see. I mean, he's a serial killer. People tall like me.
Well, it's also like when you see him, he looks so average. His face is so average.
So
He
body's
just-
proportioned perfectly.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he doesn't look like a killer, like a monster, like you think, like, oh, the bad guy, scars on his face and one eye and shit. No, like,
Yeah,
he just
all
looks like the
creepy.
guy.
Did they
lives
say how
next
old he
door.
was? Oh, no.
I think they'll
We'll
say
play
it on
guessing
this thing.
game.
I guess they'll say it on this thing.
Okay.
He didn't look that old though. He didn't have gray hair. That's for sure.
Well, look at this guy over here. Had a birthday a couple days ago. You don't got no gray hair.
Yeah, I got all.
He's
for
hitting
him.
damn near 100. Look at him.
Yeah, I am damn near 100.
Yeah.
3/4 of a century.
Yeah, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yep, congratulations. Happy birthday. You made it to 75
I thought
anniversary.
you found that video.
I did. I was waiting for that video.
Oh, by your
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for something
Yeah.
to happen. Check this out.
That's a creepy show.
Climate change, right?
Is this a story time?
No, this was in the news.
I don't want to hear.
It was a story then.
About
I'm 75. I'm a big boy now.
the Earth tilted 31.5 degree. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then they're wondering why everything changed and why the sea levels rise. Of course it's going to rise. That fucking Earth tilted. That's a lot to tilt. You know, like that 0.22. That's a lot. And then
Plug them in. Give him some light. Give him some light. Oh, we see his teeth. And there he is, people. There he is. Go ahead. Now we want to hear
No
the
gray
story.
hair. Look at that. No gray hair.
they were saying that it tilted because of the groundwater that we used. it set our Earth on a tilt. You know, And another thing, climate change again. The Earth is heating up. Of course, it's fucking going to heat up. This was back in the 70s. They talked about this, about the ozone layer being destroyed from the solar flares. You know, hey, we had some pretty strong ones lately. Hey, it gets through there and it gets below, and it stays there and it gets into a bubble, and that heat just keeps on going and forming, and then another one hits, and then you got another one, and it follows in that pattern, and it heats up everything. So things are going to fucking heat up because the sun's rays are coming right on.
How long do we got?
Until tomorrow.
Well, anybody watching online wants to get on this conversation, we got a caller hotline open. Call on in.
Yep. 414-888-6733.
No, it just it blows my mind that everybody's sucking up on that fucking climate change shit, you know?
It's a beautiful
Like
tale.
we're causing it. We're to blame. We're not to fucking blame.
That's right. I didn't do shit.
Earth is doing things, you know?
Who said mankind?
You know what? We are doing things. We're drinking. We're melting the ice caps ourselves, and we're sucking down the water. Because if you look at all the
water
water things,
Hey, wait a minute.
yeah,
now.
it says it's from this fresh iceberg. Water vampire. Oh my God, dude.
Wait a minute. No, this is my time.
Go ahead. Your time. Go ahead.
I
Dad.
listened to you for 2.5 hours. Okay. You are 75. Hey, wait a minute. It's my time. Go ahead, man. I'm 75 and I forgot. Oh.
We're here.
Was that your phone ringing?
It could have been. Don't worry about it.
Hello?
Well, anyway, they talk about climate change, all this stuff about that we're causing it, you know, carbon and that and all that. Well, the trees throw out carbon. We breathe.
Yeah, they're burning them down.
Yeah, and now they say that we're using too much carbon. Now I'm going to skip all that bullshit stuff out, and I'm going to go to the water. Don't drink the fucking water. That's sewer water. Don't drink that shit, man. That's all chemical shit. It is. It's all chemical.
That's why everybody's all
You sit
sick?
there-
Is that what you're saying? Is this a conspiracy?
No, this is
Here,
real
let me-
shit,
I'm going to
man.
drink some water right now. Here, give me- can I drink some of that water
No,
to
it
show
doesn't.
them that it's
What
safe?
they're taking out of that water is your iron. You're taking out your zinc,
put the camera on
your
me, 'cause I'm gonna
copper,
drink some- I'm gonna actually
all
drink
the
some
minerals that are in that
on
water.
you right now.
They're getting rid of it.
Here it is.
Why? That's part of our lives. That's what we're doing. Drinking that from the beginning of time. We weren't. Oh,
That's so we can take their supplements.
yeah.
I
That's
gotta
what-
take my
I
zinc
did it.
supplements of 1,000 milligrams that your
feel that
body
up
That's
here.
can't
way too
take
much
it.
zinc. Don't play with that.
That water
Yeah.
at home
Dude,
tastes
yeah, and people take this shit every day on the daily.
But you know, zinc does.
Use the
Zinc.
filter?
It fights anything through your colon and anything in your body.
Contaminants in that water.
Yeah.
The biggest organ in your body. It goes in.
We
there
got
and
water
it
at
just
home we had to go get
Fights all the
away.
bad shit that's in there.
from an artesian
Well, they do.
spring, the fountain of
The
youth.
glass right there, I borrowed from Michelle. It's
But
from
you
the
have to drink like
artesian
1,000
well
cups.
in
Yeah,
Big Bend, Wisconsin.
Before you
Room
feel
temperature
it.
now, so it might be kind of hot, but it comes out of that spring. Oh, so good.
Nice, cold,
That's good. That is
delicious.
good water.
It's like
you know you're drinking
olden
water.
days out
It
the
tastes
hose.
alive.
It does. Oh, you still got some. Give him.
I'm all right.
Why don't you want to drink it?
You ain't all
You don't want
right.
to drink my water?
Don't give
You're
him, don't give
dehydrated.
none. He might start
I
sweating.
got instant herpes.
Whatever.
You don't get him wet.
You can keep the glass then. This is
Got
worth
herpes.
it.
Someone thought about me having
There'd be more of
herpes.
them. There'd be more of them. There'd be more of him.
Are you?
Little gizmos.
No, I'm not.
All right,
You
keep
taste the
going.
water.
Say hell
and
no.
you'd be like,
I
dang, I
won't
need
go.
to get some of that.
But there's so much on in the news. Even Elon Musk, right? That guy, he's pretty smart. He really is. You know, but he had a lot of companies that didn't make it. You know, filed bankruptcy on I don't know how many, but he filed bankruptcy on some of his projects.
People that do that are brave.
But he's got the AIs out there.
I knew he was going to talk about that.
And he's going to take, and he's got a reason for that. You just don't build them and say, I'm building them because I want this to do this. He's going to use them for the space exploration, going to Mars. They don't need water. They don't have to eat. They don't have to sleep. You know, they're all programmed, and they're going to fly that thing out there, and they're going to set up everything out there for when the humans do arrive there. You got a place to go to.
How are they going to charge them?
How long we got?
Right now,
Tomorrow.
Just to take a ride in his ship right now, it's $250,000.
Why are they going to charge them though? How are they going to charge these robots?
Solar panel?
Solar?
Is that solar energy? Is that the?
That's all. That's why he's doing it, because it's all free. They're
Must
going to
be
build
solar
all these
then.
domes out there.
I mean, nothing's free. Nothing's free.
No, he's got to pay for all the equipment.
Yeah, that's.
And
so
no,
what's going to be the energy source? So solar.
Yeah, it's going to be all solar out there. And then he said something about. He didn't say it. Some other guy that worked with him, and he kind of filled in people about what he's going to be planning on doing. You know, and then it brings up the stock. Buy his fucking stock, man. The AI right now is cheap.
Shut
It's
up.
cheap.
I didn't get paid yet.
It is.
This is your ad
How
for the
much is this?
podcast. Buy the stock.
And I would
Fuck
go
it up
with,
like that Bitcoin, dude.
and I would go
Yeah.
with Musk.
Hold
I
on.
would go with Elon Musk. I would get his, because everything that guy touches turns into money.
We're
And
ready
he
for you to say
loses.
anything about this. We don't get paid till next week. Calm down.
God damn it! Anyway,
I'm just joking.
You're supposed to say
Do
this for
it.
next Saturday.
Before it's too late.
After I already
really.
got it.
While sales last.
Hey,
Hey, you buy enough, get a free robot.
I got 250 shares of it.
I want a puppy.
I got 250 shares of that.
How much did you
And
pay
it
per
was
share?
$1. And now it's up to $3.
Ooh, rich man.
So
Take me
that
out
for
to a
everyone, I
party.
got twice as much.
So how come you
now.
didn't tell us about this then when you bought the 250?
I know, right? He's all.
Oh, he's been talking about it all week.
You bought it how long ago though?
A week ago.
Oh, so within a week it tripled.
Yeah, and then it's going to go up again because now
He
when they
talked about
produce them and start producing, and they start going out,
Once everybody
the stock
starts
market
buying.
goes up higher. I could it go up to $650 some dollars, 60 some bucks a share.
It could just be
And
just
could
like
you imagine-
Bitcoin. You could be millionaires,
Yeah, you could be millionaire.
but then you won't get shit.
yeah, Bitcoin. I'm gonna go with that dog
Prove it.
coin. But you take the AI.
Prove that you had a share.
And that's
did, I had
that's
three.
something that's out there. That's something that's new. You know, hey, you take Cisco and all those. Look at how fast they dropped all the way down. Look at how much it is now for their stock. You know, anything that goes up real high, you stay with. But when you start like I do, now I'm gonna wait until I get a certain amount of money, and then I'm gonna buy into it again. I'm gonna buy more shares. I'm gonna let it ride.
Anything that goes up,
Start spending their money.
anything
Yeah,
that goes up,
all there is, all
must
there is.
come
It's gonna keep on
down.
going up, and it's
He's
just,
slapping the top of that.
by the
Eagles
time next year or something, I'd be over $1 million.
Hey, anything that goes up must come down.
Yeah,
Remember that.
yeah, that's another
You
thing.
told me that.
That is.
That's right.
That is. Whatever goes up. That
Walks
when they
like a
spray
duck.
that fucking sky.
Looks like
All
one.
that metal and that falling from the sky. Hell yeah. when you spray that stuff, that just don't stay up in the atmosphere up there and just you know. That fucking shit starts tinkling down. You know, you're breathing in that fucking metal shit you got in
Yeah,
there.
after it rains, you should. The next time it rains, we should actually do this experiment. A lot
Stick
of people
our
have been
tongues out
doing it.
there?
No, what they do is you always see like this residue now, like a
it's a
dust
film.
on your
It's a
car.
film.
Yeah, and you take it, just like your credit card, plastic, and you scrape it up in a little pile.
Snort
And
it.
you can, you wish, you wouldn't want to though.
No, I know.
Because you might get more gallons.
Robins.
It's all like metallic. You can put a magnet to it.
Michelle, lighting. Please. Pull
Where?
the plug on the,
Yeah,
on the
pull the
lights.
plug on it. It's too bright. My eyes, I'm a vampire, water vampire.
All right.
I know somebody I'm going to call that too.
You do?
Yeah, it's going to be my water
Podcasters
sucker
of the
down
night.
Oh,
Serial killer time.
want to
Serial
drink
killer
your
time.
water.
Let's see this guy.
See.
She is just shaking her butt. Wait, you have to wait till she's done.
I like that.
Okay.
You should hear what she says. It's so stupid.
Dude, I felt weirded off.
Weirded off.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking about, like, I watch some of these cartoons a little bit further on, and they make an animal out of condoms and stuff, and it starts asking for body parts. This is a creepy ass cartoon.
Aqua Team. Aqua Team.
Hunger Force.
Yeah.
Number 1 in the hood, G. That's the.
Whoa.
right.
I've never
I
been.
watched that
I've
back
never
in the
been
day.
more afraid of a fucking meatball before in my life.
Like that.
They got some real weird ones on Netflix. I told my kids, you cannot watch that. You're not ready for that.
Oh,
that was a couple of years ago where
that
they had
was
these.
that monster guy. That monster.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but I was
what is
like,
that dog, dude?
They're all
that
weird.
dog.
All Netflix shit
There's
is
another
weird.
cartoon that had like some devil thing. It was like,
And when you look back,
looks
when
all
you look
crazy.
into it, and you see who owns stock into Obama. Yep, that's one of them. Let it slip.
Where's
How
that
they
big guy
own
at?
Netflix.
Obamian slip. You did an
Another
Obamian
time.
slip.
Yeah.
You talk about Obama,
This
but
is
you don't
it?
want to. It's
No,
an
this
Obamian
is it
slip.
right here.
Yeah.
I'm coining that
Here's the
word,
serial killer.
and I want the money for it.
You guys ready to
Send
rock
it
and
via,
roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready.
Care of Manwich.
This is Megan.
This is Mike.
That's good.
That was sad.
Ogre. He's 6'4" and 240 pounds.
What the
He
fuck?
first came to the attention of authorities in 2022 when it was discovered he once owned a Chevrolet Avalanche, a vehicle that was used to pick up one of the victims. Prosecutors say DNA evidence on the 3 bodies link him directly to the murders. His attorney spoke after his court appearance.
Speaking to my client, the only thing I can tell you that he did say as he was in tears was, I didn't do this.
Court documents reveal Howerman used burner phones to arrange meetings with 3 of the victims for sexual encounters. They released these surveillance photos of him buying the phones and this selfie, which he sent to one of the sex workers. The bodies of 4 sex workers known as the Gilgo 4 were found wrapped in burlap on this desolate stretch of beach on Long Island in 2010. 7 more victims were found the following year. Police in hazmat gear swarmed through his modest red house in Massapequa Park, Long Island today, where he grew up. He lives there with his wife and 2 adult children. The house is about 15 miles from where the bodies of the Gilgo 4, all said to be sex workers, were discovered.
The focus for me, the members of our team, have been on bringing justice for these victims and closure to these families who have suffered.
The Gilgo Beach case was triggered in 2010 by a disturbing 911 call from a sex worker, Shannon Gilbert.
There's somebody after me. Where are you, ma'am? I don't know. You're driving right now? No, I'm inside the house. No, stop, no.
It was during the search for Shannon Gilbert that police uncovered the bodies of the other sex workers. Now, the 13-year-old mystery that has riveted America may finally have been solved.
You weren't looking at it. See how tall he was.
6'4".
I know. I felt short when they said it out loud. He
looks
looks way
short.
bigger than that.
He looks
He's
big, but-
very muscular guy.
He has a very normal looking face.
Tonight on
Tell us,
Manwich.
who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been in New York.
Okay. Rex Hewerman. I'm an architect. I'm an architectural consultant. I'm a troubleshooter. Born and raised on Long Island.
Okay.
Been working in Manhattan since 1987. I have one tool that's pretty much used in almost every job, and it's actually a cabinet maker's hammer.
Okay, cabinet maker hammer. Okay.
It is persuasive enough when I need to persuade something.
Not someone.
Something. Sometimes I have to be the heavy framing hammer.
The heavy framing hammer.
Other times I'm the lightweight hammer just to nudge things along.
Wow. That was a YouTube interview by Bonjour Realty back just in February of 2022. This is exactly when this guy is just about to be on the radar of the task force and the grand jury as they track down an alleged serial killer. Unbelievable. Let's bring in our think tank. Joining us tonight in San Diego, California, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor Brian Watkins. Also with us tonight in Cleveland, Ohio, criminal defense attorney Ian Friedman. And in New York
Randy,
City,
Kenny.
where all this is happening, former senior homicide
Michelle.
prosecutor Bernarda Villalona. Great to see everyone tonight. Wow. Brian, let's start with Bernarda. I mean, you're in Manhattan like every day, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Vinny. So just to think that a serial killer just a couple blocks away from where I will visit or actually work on day to day. But Vinny, this is a huge day for those families of those victims and for people on Long Island, because when you hear the word serial killer and that person hasn't been apprehended, it leaves you with some fear that it can be anyone that's around you, and the fear that you can be the next person that can be killed by this person. So while it took many years, we're talking about over 10 years for an arrest to be made, today those families have some kind of peace that someone has been apprehended and is going to be held accountable, hopefully, for taking away the lives of their loved ones, especially when we're talking about in this case where unfortunately like these victims were sexual workers and people thought that no one was paying attention, that no one was going to take their case seriously and that no one will ever be arrested. But finally, their voices were heard today.
Brian Watkins, I want to put up on the screen some of the alleged searches done by this accused serial killer. Why could law enforcement not trace the calls made by the Long Island serial killer? Why hasn't the Long Island serial killer been caught? Long Island serial killer update 2022. America's 5 most notorious old cases. 8 terrifying active serial killers we can't find. Cops launch Gilgo Beach homicide investigation task force. What you Google can and will be used against you. What do you think, Brian?
Absolutely. Here's the problem. None of that proves that he did it. He could just be a crime buff. But here's the key with
True crime
circumstantial
buff.
evidence.
Yeah. True crime guy. Gotcha.
So here's the problem, or I should say, here's where circumstantial evidence has such a punch. It's because all those things add up and it puts the ball in your court that you must explain that stuff away. I know they say you have the right to remain silent. That's not true, okay? When they put that type of evidence in front of a jury, you must explain it. You must convince that jury that it's all just a coincidence. And that's how the strength of circumstantial evidence works.
Ian, I've got some more searches for you. If there's any children in the room, let's send them away, folks. Ready? Mature escorts, Manhattan. Teen girl begging for rape porn. Pretty girl with bruised face porn. 10-year-old schoolgirl. Girl hogtied torture porn. Girl with face beat up. Chubby 10-year-old girl crying. Blonde hair girl, young, depressed. Teen girl, oiled body.
Thank you. That was enough of that. Holy
wow,
shit.
that's some sick shit.
Motherfucker's on something. So when you see stories this big, they got to be covering up something really big. So remember, Mike.
Are we going to watch any more of the Court TV though, or no?
No.
All right.
Ugh,
All right, we'll go back to the special.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Special.
Carry on. That's
so,
the special.
A couple years ago, they found the biggest gold mine in the world, 31 million tons.
And was
of
this
gold.
was this in the middle of America?
No, it is in Africa, in Uganda. They would legit be the richest country, hands down, in the world. Holy fuck, that's so much. That's like the most gold ever found, record-breaking type shit. So there's a thing called BRICS, BRICS, and they do an annual thing every year.
You know what the acronym stands for?
Yeah, it's for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Africa. That's a bunch of the world, hey?
No, South Africa.
South Africa. Thank you very much. High five me.
All
right. So, so they get together every year, and
you know why BRICS is being formulated, right?
Yeah, because they want to move to the gold standard.
They want to move away from.
They want to move away from the American dollar.
Okay, now keep going.
Yep, and go to the gold standard. So they're going. This is for real thing. Russia is now been at war forever, which feels like forever. A year is a long time for war, and that would be a great way of starting World War III if they move to the gold standard all the way like they want to. And the only thing that was stopping them before was that there was never enough gold in the world to cover what we have going on now. Well, with that big deposit found, there's more than enough.
When did they find this deposit?
2 years ago.
Oh, man, they should have already done that then.
Nope. I think they wait for opportunity, and this is a great opportunity. We're weak.
Well,
we gave a lot of our stuff
that serial
away.
killer thing you're talking about. Can
It's
you
a
just
great-
imagine if they pushed the digital currency?
Yeah,
who
more
really gonna care
invisible,
about this serial killer
more invisible
now
things.
Now it's more garbage. It's even worse than the garbage they gave you before. Now you can't even touch the shit.
Yeah,
Can't
so
put underneath my pillow. We got a
Tooth
computer
Fairy.
underneath there.
Tooth Fairy's going to get
Computer underneath
taxed.
your pillow. There's my money. I saved some.
But that would be a great way for America to save. Like, oh wait, we'll go digital, and then say that we're part of it, maybe, or the gold. But yeah, we're already at war. We start a war over them going over gold because that's the majority of the world. Our shit will fail. That's a great way of keeping Biden in office.
I'd say that's a great way that people are going to want to get rid of them. They'll be rioting.
People have been pissed and in stadiums yelling "fuck Joe Biden" for months now, and no one has done shit.
I've heard it where people
Cocaine is being found in the White House, and no one's doing shit.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
This is
It's
actually
crazy,
I would say
man.
that this is the.
Imagine if that was Trump and he had some cocaine in there.
Dude, imagine if that
It
was his son.
Ivanka
Imagine if
and
it was
everybody
Donald
else's,
Jr.
and they
Oh
were all
no,
snorting
Ivanka is
it.
a sellout. When I seen her wearing
Really?
that red bracelet, that red thread
okay,
in the
yep,
middle of
yep,
of
yep.
that
What's that thread?
presidency.
What does that mean?
That's part of that Kabbalah shit.
Yep.
Madonna wears it. All those weirdo
All the
people in
fuckers.
Hollywood wear that weird shit.
Can
Once
I
you
say
see
something?
that,
Check this out. Hold
yeah.
that thought. Dude, I saw a clip of her, and I don't know if it was during her dad's inauguration or not, but Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were in the stands, and Bill Clinton kept staring at her, and Hillary Clinton looked at him, and she just had this look like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
And then he looked away, and then he looked back at her again, like with those eyes, real piercing. You know, people say piercing eyes.
Yeah,
They don't- these
he
were some
ravished
piercing
her.
eyes.
He ravished her.
Yeah. Now I do like Bill Clinton though, so I'm just saying I do like Bill Clinton. I liked him as a president. I was a kid, but I say I liked Bill Clinton, but that was like he really put himself in the doghouse that day. But they're so old now anyhow. They gave him 30 more years, or he was 30 years younger, he would feel a doghouse. But continue.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's about him coming to the end of that, though. So, stories that you see with the serial killer are just a cover, and that's a big story. That's a big story. But they've been holding on to it for a bigger story that they want to hide. Because you know what? Americans are like crows. We love shiny shit. We want instant gratification. Everything that guy read off on that one thing. Oh my God, that's so horrible. Oh, I couldn't even imagine that. Oh, it's so bad.
Dude, who the hell
And it's just
wants
like,
it?
holy
Who finds
shit.
that sexy? And I want arouses
Okay,
me.
so this is another thing. So
Maybe
there's so much
bruise-faced chicks?
you
I like that.
can't but
It's like
you can't go on YouTube and do and find any of that stuff. Everything's like cracked down, right? Basically, you feel like you have no freedom to say stuff, but your eyes still have the freedom to look at weird shit.
yes.
That's weird. You can't say it, but you can look at
you
it.
can look at all that nasty stuff, but the stuff that's the truth, you can't hear or see the truth, but you can be.
No, you can look at it all day. You just can't say it. You can't talk about it. You can't.
Oh man.
Better not. You'll get
The
canceled.
truth is making me hot.
It feels so good in here. I love it. You guys are all like,
I'm
and
hot
me and Dad
because
are like, ah.
I didn't
Next
drink any
month,
water.
2-hour podcast, so we would
Didn't
already
drink any
be done.
water. Only that little bit right there.
Next month, I mean.
'Cause we had to wait until today to get the water. And I didn't even get to drink any of it. So I didn't get to get hydrated up. Oh, that sucker bites hard.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. He's a
Dude,
wuss wuss.
That sucker really.
Just tell him
almost
ouchie.
pierced me. He almost pierced my skin.
You just say, oh, it's a good one. Anyway, so yeah.
Bleeding.
all that shit going in the news with all that gold and Hunter Biden, and you talk about that. I had sent you a weird video to your email. You should pull it up. There's some more weird Biden shit. This guy just can't stop. You know, he fell up the stairs again, just slightly this time, but yeah, you can't take that guy anywhere.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to get hurt.
Well, you know what they're saying. Well, they did that whole story about him being super mean in the White House and dropping F-bombs and treating everybody like shit. And you know, they were like, it's so people were like, oh, he's so mean. Do you know what? They forgot about him being senile, and now they think he's so mean. So now he's no longer senile. He's just a mean bastard. Dude, get out of here. That one story is not going to change how this guy talks and what happens.
If they keep saying it,
yeah,
it will be the truth then, because he keeps saying it and saying it and saying it, and everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it. Like, wait a minute, I thought it was this. No, but everybody's saying this.
Yeah, he got some old people anger
Is
too.
there a
You know,
body of water?
Old people get all upset. You go past the body of water because that shows the influencers that suck in real life.
Soccer lit. Ooh, that sucker jumped right up there.
Is it here? Oh, there it is.
Check this out. Tell me what you guys think.
He's
Tell me what
walking
you
off
guys see here.
stage after his 4th of July address. And look, as he walks by the crowd of people supposedly there to support him, they're all holding up their phones. If you look closely, it looks as though the phones aren't even turned on. You can't make this stuff up, honestly. And speaking of Biden, we all know he's made
Pause
some
that
seriously
real quick
weird
before he
comments
goes to that
in his
next
time,
weird
but
one.
I may have found.
What do you guys think? Can
Dude, I remember seeing something similar to that, and that was when they had a bunch of video of I think it was the Columbia or the Challenger that blew up, and they were have all these people with phones. And no, that was the last one, so it wasn't the Columbia, it was the later one, right? I get mixed up on.
Yeah, they all fucking blow up.
Yeah,
none of them make it to the fucking moon.
Yeah, so it was like that last one or whatever. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, they all had their phones and it was all blank, dude.
So, but do you think that was blank? Do you think those were blank, or do you think it was just the sun hitting on it?
You just can't see it.
What happened?
Because it's outside.
Well, they were all holding up their phones, and they were supposed to be taking video and pictures, but as you look at it, it doesn't even look like any of them are on.
All right, you'd have to just take and do an experiment.
Oh, this is where it's supposed to be renting a crowd.
Yeah, renting a crowd. There you go.
Should we go to the sniffing part?
Yeah, go to the sniffing. Yep, we gotta do this. We gotta do this one too.
And one that takes
Look,
the cake.
Dad.
Have a look.
That little girl fell.
Yeah. Wait.
Let me whisper a secret. Don't tell Mommy what I told you.
Tell her. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. He sniffs too many children, that man. But to leave you with a bit of a laugh, have you ever wanted to learn how to break dance?
Hey, what
Okay,
There's
you
a
can pause that.
What demon
masterclass
smell
in just
children?
5 seconds.
All right.
Okay, that last one was worth it.
Holy
That was a
crap.
power wash. But there was another video I was looking for that he just did on the tarmac yesterday. He was down there and he was meeting some people, and there was a toddler in a woman's arms. And he went up to the kid's arm and he goes, he's pretending like he's eating it. This kid starts crying. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm not going to hurt you. And he goes in like he's going to do something. And then he sniffs the kid's hair right there. like, holy shit, dude. Quit sniffing kids. Quit showing us your ice cream. I feel like that's a code word for something. Because they all talk about ice cream so much.
He likes baby shampoo.
Yeah?
The smell of baby shampoo. He'd be probably.
Who else talks about ice cream?
Nancy Pelosi talked a lot about ice cream.
Yeah, she had a whole bunch of that
And
stuff,
I
different
just
flavors.
recently seen another person. Oprah was showing her stupid refrigerator not too long ago. And there was somebody else just recently. It'll come to me after the podcast, I bet, who it was. But yeah, it's like an ice cream thing. And he just loves talking about his favorite flavor all the time. Like, don't give a fuck about your chocolate mint. I don't care.
Ugh. Yeah. Fuck chocolate mint. Toothpaste and chocolate don't go together, man. Fuck out of here. I'm not brushing my teeth with the fucking chocolate. Fuck all that shit. Quit doing that stuff. Quit making that mixed up.
Maybe it's just chocolate, but dude, that guy,
I just like it. I hate chocolate mint.
Anything he just does.
See how he does that with his paws, like he's trying to grab you.
Yeah.
He'll bite you.
Yeah, but it doesn't bite hard.
You got
I wouldn't even let him do that. Don't let that cat do that. You train him for naughty behaviors. It hurts.
Molly.
Oh, he's got little kitten teeth. Don't let him do that.
He'd be like a Holly Molly.
Yeah.
Do those teeth fall out?
Yeah. They'll fall out. You'll never notice it though.
You can find them.
They
Sometimes
swallow
you find
them.
I found cat teeth.
I've never found a cat.
Really?
I found a cat whisker.
I found cat whiskers, claws.
One up here.
Whiskers and claws.
Teeth.
We found dog before though.
Dog teeth.
Mm.
Human teeth.
Yeah.
Are we talking to a couple of serial killers? No.
Yeah. You guys are finding a lot of
Sometimes we used a
fucking
certain kind of
teeth
hammer
over
to make
there.
things move along. We used that one hammer and sometimes a baseball bat to make things move along.
You know what? That guy, he had a video. He had a YouTube video before. They caught him too, huh?
I can't find it. You didn't find it the other day.
Well, it wasn't my turn to motivate.
Well,
this is Mike.
This is Megan.
This is Ken.
This is Michelle.
And this is Rich.
And this is
the
Manwich Show.
Bye.
Have a good night. Till next week.
Take a shower.
Say goodbye for us. You have to say